Right. Well, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to the first episode of Talking Bricks. This is going to be the new live stream lineup, continuing from this day. Yeah, happy for everyone that is tuning in. So today, we're gonna start the first episode with a pretty cool and special set. So this is the Krenix Imperial Shuttle. This one came from the Rogue One lineup, so quite a bit of time now that I think about it. I mean, basically the time of like Force Awakens. Yeah, I mean like about 6 years ago. I didn't pick this up from release. I picked it up from I want to say like maybe like a year ago from eBay. I had a really good deal on it, which was basically retail price. But yeah, going to talk about that more when the stream continues. First of all, going to go through. Stream starts right when my first class ends. I will attend. All right, sounds good. Yo yo yo, two Star Wars nerds. Average, what's up? All right, so right. T-Money. Hey, hello there. General Kenobi. Yes, indeed. Yeah, this one is definitely a cool one. So, right, this is a pretty cool set. I mean, the figure selection is also really nice. So we get K2SO, Bodhi, that crying alien guy, Pow, I guess. Director Krennic and two Imperial Death Troopers. You're right. And the Death Troopers are also exclusive to the Cranny Shuttle. So there was a battle pack which there were Death Troopers in, but the ones that are in this set are unique because they have different torso printing and they have special pauldrons. So because like also in the movie, you do see some of them wear more equipment. I think the snipers of the Death Troopers, they have like the pauldrons and like more equipment. Right, and the imploder grenades or whatever they have. So they are different than the ones in the battle pack. But yeah, I mean, I'd say let's just jump right into it. So, all right. So we do need a knife to open this. Let's open it right here. So yeah, this is pretty special because I did buy it sealed. So alright, here we got the instructions. We don't do that here. Alright, so, oh dude, yeah, peppers would definitely be not that great for this stream, especially because there are a few more bags than for the Slave 1. Please change, simple. Please change the title to Lego Brick Tasting Stream. Alright, so you heard it. So today we're gonna be tasting some Legos. I heard that the pink ones taste the best. I think they taste like cupcakes. Right, so this, I don't even know why they would package the manual. Okay, so Right, so here we have the manual and we have some stickers. As you know, I'm definitely not going to apply those, but still, nonetheless, for completion's sake. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags, so this is gonna be quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna finish this. Probably depends on how many times I go off topic and talk about something, but yeah, we're just gonna start, and if it takes too long, we're gonna continue it on a different day. Isn't Lego Scratch on? Alright, so Scratch. Yep. Smells like Lego. Alright, so we're gonna put that right there so you guys can actually see what I'm building. So, seems like in the first bag we get Krenix and the Death Troopers, or at least, yeah, we do get both Death Troopers. So, alright, so, let's go. Right, so the cape of Krenix we got right there. Okay, so here we have the Death Troopers. Okay, so already pulled out the cape. Alright, and there we have the pauldrons. Right, so okay, so the cape is already from the age where they use that more comfy cloth, so it's not the hard cape that they used for. Oop. Whoops, that was my phone. Alright. So, chair. Hey, Mrs. How you doing? High Strike looks like it's going to be a sweet build. Yes, definitely agree on that. Yeah, the shuttle is definitely a really cool set. So we're also going to go right into the first three of minifigures. Hey, Salonic, what's up? Good to see you here. And average with weak sauce? Is that what it is? Alright, so I guess we're going to go into the Death Troopers first. So yeah, those are really cool prints that they used for the Death Troopers. Probably gonna... Actually, I might even pull out one of the other Death Troopers from the Battle Pack just for comparison. So, right, so this was still from the Angry Clone era, so of course just basic Angry Clone face. On the shoulder we have the pauldron, and also the print for the torso is different. So hold on, I'm just quickly going to get one of the other Death Troopers out here. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so for the comparison, so whoops. So this one is the from the shuttle, And this one is the one from the battle pack, so you can see the print is different. I mean, it's basically the same, it's just that this guy has the strap, this strap, and also has like the ammunition packs on the side. So yeah, pretty cool, and definitely a good addition to my other Death Troopers. Yeah, so cool guy, and we have even one more of those. All right, so Wade, catching up on chat. What's up, Aiden? So class is finished, I assume. You mean mini kits? Yeah, I mean that would be a really cool idea to have like mini kits in random sets, and if you get one, that would be pretty sick. Hey Avila, what's up? What am I building? I am building. Hold on, I'll get the. So everyone who's just tuned in, so today we're gonna be building the Cranny Shuttle, from the original Rogue One lineup. I mean the only Rogue One specific lineup, to be honest, but still from the lineup nonetheless. Oh, bro, you're serious? You have Lego drawers? Yes. So there's my like random bull whatever go there. This is the OT bin. Then I even have a prequel bin, and then again there's a bin with everything, and the lowest one is sort of medieval and Lord of the Rings, and yeah. Hey Novak, what's up? Yes, Krenix Shuttle it is. After each bag, you should take a drink of hot sauce. Again, as Black Panther said, we don't do that here. Torso is different. That's the battle pack. Yes, indeed. Good old IKEA drawers. Yes, indeed. Good old IKEA drawers. Show off. I don't think that the Death Trooper from the battle pack is too much of a show off, but I do appreciate it. Average Lego sweaty. Yeah, we can talk about hot sauce when I get to. You know what? Remind me when we're at like 1,000 subs, and you're probably going to quote me on that when it comes to that time, but yeah, we're not gonna do that anytime soon again. Alright, so here we have Krennic, looking stellar. Right, so the last 3 minifigures that we are missing are K2SO, Bodhi, and the screaming guy. Bow, or whatever. Alright, so Krennic's hair. Right. Alright, yeah, Krennic is definitely looking pretty awesome. I mean, the print for his uniform is just really great, and yeah, I do really like the softer cape that they have, and I mean the face print is pretty on point, and the hair also, so definitely a cool addition. Right, we're gonna put those on the side for now, and that's weird. So many different languages. Oh, it's just caution important. Alright. I won't. Okay, so. Okay, maybe a couple of shots for each bag and see if he can complete. You know, that would also be a funny idea. Come on, let's try. 250, you should do something special. Yeah, I'm going to do something special. You know what? This idea sounds pretty appropriate for 250, all right? Deal? Is that good? I feel like that would be a good idea. Okay, so First steps. Okay, so deal. All right, so that's a deal. So yeah, for 250, that means for each bag I take. Oh wait, it said a couple of shots, not just one. All right. So we gotta talk about how many then. Huh. Um, that's a great idea. I knew Aiden was gonna be a fan. You don't have to drink them, huh? Alright, so it's so beautiful. Yes, indeed, the figure is so beautiful. Um, so- yeah, I was definitely excited to build this one because it's like the build just looks really, really cool, and I just think the figure selection for the time was just pretty much perfect. And I do think it's an underrated set. I don't see too many people talking about Cranny Shuttle as like a good set. But it really is, and like especially if you can get it for a good price, I think it works pretty good. I'm here trying to keep up. Hey, no worries, man. Just join whenever you're ready, or if not, we're gonna do it at a different time. No worries. Depends on the set. Yeah. Well, I do have. Actually, I'm not gonna mention which set I would have ready because then you guys are just gonna go nuts. Alright, so gotta concentrate on building a little so we do make some progress. Okay, so now we just connect those. Yep, I do have Legos. No build spoilers. Alright. Oh wait, there was a comment before. I recently just bought the new Lego Anakin's Jedi Interceptor. I think it definitely tops the 2014 version. Alright, I mean, if you say so, I do have the 2014 version. Um, Hold on, actually, I am going to... Alright, so this is, it's a bit dusty, but you get the picture. So this is the 2014 one. I mean, look pretty good. But I do believe that they could probably make it a lot smoother. And this one is, I think, this was before that one, so I guess 2012 maybe, or maybe later. But it's the also Revenge of the Sith, but like basically turned Sith Anakin. Yeah. All right. So, oh damn. Lost. Okay. Yeah. They need to build it. No build spoilers. All right. People are maybe put off by the Krenix shuttle wingspan, but once you're into building it, you realize it's awesome. Oh, I didn't even think about that being a possibility. Yeah, I suppose that could be a reason. Keyboard languages all the time. Oh, I get you, Salonic. I mean, only switching between German and English keyboard on like phone and stuff. can mess you up sometimes. French Pokemon though. I'm pretty sure the green one was 2012. Yeah, I think it was 2012. Yeah, dude, the memories for sure. No, that is an awesome one. You know, that was like at a time where they still brought out like sets of ships or that kind of stuff that wasn't like that mainstream. Um, but yeah, definitely pretty cool. And also you got like a really cool Newt Gunray figure in that set, so that was definitely pretty awesome. Alright, so I totally lost track of where I am right now. Oh yeah, okay. Found it. Okay, so but how is everyone doing in chat? I know for my friends overseas it's pretty early. Yeah, I kind of planned this different in a sense, but yeah, time zones are just a bit confusing, so kind of messed it up on that point, but no problem, no problem. I think we can still have a good time. So, right, so this comes here. Right, yes, the dark side Anakin head is definitely yes, yeah. Dude, I completely agree. I mean, nowadays you get like the Interceptor one set and you get the Dual Mustafar as a different set, and back then you got both. So, and by the way, like the dark side Anakin is like a good mention. Oh, I actually have them right there. So, I did upgrade my dark side Anakin a little bit. Like, I don't know, just the face prints from that time, so 2012. I mean, this one is from the Palpatine's arrest, and this one is the one from the Duel of Mustafar. I mean, those eyes just, it's so good. I did give this one the new cape. I think it looks very much like Anakin's robe and Return of the Return, Revenge of the Sith. Man, but yeah, I don't know. Like the face prints from that time for Anakin were just superb, I might say. It's 11:20 a.m. here. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean it's 5:30 p.m. over here, so yeah, time difference is crazy. Yeah, I think I just underestimated the time difference. Um, but yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Right, so we can move on from this step. Oh damn, Aiden, that sucks. Lost your dark side Anakin head, and yeah, yeah, dude. No, I totally understand. I was I was and probably am salty about some Legos that I lost somewhere that were pretty cool, or like I had some like 2005 clones that I sharpied, and like I'm still really salty about my younger self that I did that. um, because yeah, I mean they look pretty horrible. But yeah, dude, I totally understand. Okay, so I'm gonna build the other side right here. Nope, that's too much on that side. Okay. I totally knew the feeling. I was a little. Yeah, dude, same. I like like all the sets from like a certain time period in my life, they just don't exist in that sense anymore because they're just taken apart. Like, I mean, it's normal. I mean, as a kid, you just want to build your own stuff, and yeah. Did you draw a beard on Must? No, no, I didn't. So, I mean, in a certain time frame, I mean, there weren't really that many different clones on the market. So, I mean, as a kid already, I was a huge 501st fan, so I drew the 501st and 212 markings on, um, well, on these old clones, or like older Lego figures. So, yeah. I mean, I did the same for like one of my ARC troopers. Like I drew the markings of fives on that ARC trooper. Um right, and I think even one with Echo. I mean, it's just because Lego never made these figures, and like as a kid you want those figures, those specific characters, and yeah, it didn't really turn out that great. So looking back to it, it was kind of a not so great idea, but yeah. Um, do you have any advice for where to buy good prequel sets? Ooh, um, good prequel sets are, yeah, they usually get very expensive very fast. Yeah, it's hard to say. Like, obviously, if you want like a chance of getting them for like a more cheap price, you probably want to do eBay. I did get a few really good deals like sealed on Amazon, but that's not something that happens too much. Um, yeah, but otherwise, like I honestly at the moment I either buy sets that are the current wave, or I just buy like minifigures on their own and not entire sets, because usually if they're prequel sets they get very expensive pretty fast. So um yeah, that would basically be my go-to ways to get some. Hey Nerdporial, what's up? Should I watch Visions? I don't know. I mean, if you're an anime fan, I suppose. I'm personally not an anime fan. I did enjoy episode 7, episode 1, and episode was episode 5, The Ninth Jedi, I think. I enjoyed those episodes. The rest I didn't really enjoy too much, but yeah. I mean, if you're an anime guy, I suppose go for it. If you're not, I can at least suggest those episodes that I just named, so well, we have to start somewhere. Yeah. Indeed. Welcome, Matt. Good you're here. All right, yeah. Everyone in chat, welcome, welcome. Uh, you know what? Actually, I think I forgot something. Yeah. No, Solana, don't even put it that way. Matt is just like this channel is just the channel where Matt can just sit back and enjoy the show, and he doesn't have to do any work. Um, get a ride back to the early 2000s. Oh yeah, dude, those sets, yeah. The English teacher Matt again. I have the wrench now. He's too powerful to be let alive. Uh, right. Giant anime guy. Well, then I suppose you should watch it. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't see there being any other reason to stop yourself from watching Visions if you're a giant anime guy. Like, I don't know, like all the references, I suppose, like animation wise to like studios, I just don't get. So I can't really tell you how accurate it is to certain styles, but as a Star Wars fan, I can assure you that at least 7, 5, and 1 I really enjoyed. Maybe not in the sense of it being canon, but I definitely enjoyed those. So, yeah. So those would be like my suggestions for probably anime fans or even not anime fans. But if you're a Star Wars fan, I think you would at least enjoy those three. Bricklink, Kijiji, never heard of that one. I mean, Bricklink, yes, but any app who may connect you with someone local to pick it up. Right, yes. So if you can like find someone locally that sells stuff, there's always a chance that these people will give you a good deal. Like that is less expensive than normally. Um, Early 2000s, great time for movies. Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, Star Wars, obviously, prequels. Strike is right, The Duel, The Ninth Jedi are awesome. I haven't finished The Elder yet. Those are, dude, you gotta watch The Elder. Pretty sure that's gonna be your favorite too. Um, I mean, you and I, we have pretty similar taste on Star Wars and I think media in general, so pretty sure you're gonna like The Elder. I do think that, dude, I would even say like the Elder, like the story, um, could actually work in canon. So I mean that says a lot as me not being too much of a fan of that. So um, um, right, K2 and Average spent the night together. So no, that is a beautiful thing, Matt. You shouldn't bug him with that. Yes, Salonic, uh, a fellow wrench. No, right? No, he's busy, Matt. All right. Well, continue. Continuing with the build. Yeah, I should definitely pay more attention. Right, so, okay. So, same procedure. I just dropped a piece. Found it. Alright. Hey, alright, Matt, thanks for stopping by. Always welcomed. Um, yeah, so, have a good one. No, stay. Okay, so I did miss that one. Alright. Oop, that one is not at the right place. Alright, so here we go. Average. Yeah, Matt, I hope you're not leaving because of because of average. No, but if you gotta go, then we can't stop you. So, um, yeah, I was originally thinking of having Matt and Padawan be on, but that's kind of something that is on me. I kind of messed up the whole time zone thing. For some reason, I thought it would be like at least like early, um, I don't know, around like maybe 2 p.m. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I thought that was going to be the case, but yeah, anyway. Oh, because he didn't get a wrench? Oh, what? No, this is the channel where Matt can just relax and doesn't have to work. Alright. If you're still willing to have people on, would you consider your boy? I mean, sure. Let's get some eye candy in here, alright? You missed my stream. Oh, what? I missed it. Oh, yeah, yesterday. Oh, dude. I don't even want to get started on yesterday. I was, yeah, I was pretty gone yesterday. Didn't feel too well. So I'm sorry about that. I will definitely make sure to try and catch the next one. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't already, check out Nerdporial's YouTube and go give him a sub because he has been rocking in the chat and on Discord lately. So, right, so I'm quickly going to send that. Okay. The black screen, it's because I'm doing this whole stream on my iPad, so kind of rough looking, but yeah. Alright, so I guess we're going to have Aiden in a second. Alright, I missed some chats. We talked Visions even though I have not seen it. Don't want to give Disney Plus any monies. Hey, I mean, that's totally your decision. I probably wouldn't subscribe to Disney Plus just because of Visions. But yeah, I mean, if you do have it, or if like you're watching it at a friend's house, I can suggest the episodes. Can do like Solid Brick Studios. There is always this guy talking to him while he's building another chat. I haven't watched. I know Solid Brick Studios. I haven't watched him lately, or not very much his streams. But okay, if he's doing that, I guess that's something we can definitely do. Heard episode 1 was the best and should have seen the entire season. No, I don't think episode 1 was the best. I think episode 7, The Elder, was the best episode, in my opinion. Um, because it just felt the most Star Wars, in my opinion. But dude, no worries, man. Hey, always glad to support other people that support me, so don't worry about it. Up in 10, gotta take care of. Dude, no worries. Jump in anytime. Give me that eye candy for the stream, and we good. All right, so now doing some building. All right, so all right. We haven't even finished the first bag, and it's already like 30 minutes. If we take that much time, I don't think we're gonna finish the shuttle today. But as always, appreciate every single one of you watching. And yeah, as always, I hope you're having fun. And yeah, gonna try and get as far as we can. Okay, so now we just connect those. This is Geode. Alright. This is great, man, yes. You give me num num, you dum dum. Yeah. Good movie, good movie. And you know what's crazy? Like, I mean, as a kid, like, obviously, I live in Germany, and the movie is in um, the movie is shot in the museum, overseas. So like, as a kid, I didn't even know that was a real museum, and it's kind of like, it's kind of weird and crazy when I visited, the museum, and you actually, like, see Sue, you know? I mean, different, but still pretty funny. Alright, so... Wait, did I miss something? No. Alright. Okay, so now we're going on the lower. Okay, gotcha. No, wait, that's not... No, we take that piece. Okay. I have not seen this piece ever. So this is sort of... I don't know, I've never really seen that piece. It has like this connection and the two connections on the other side. I mean, it's an older set. I mean, it's 6 years old, so it's it's not a new piece. I just can't really remember ever seeing it in any set. All right, so now we're gonna connect those, and we're gonna put that right. Oh, we're gonna put that right in here. This is Gio. This is a great stream. Oh, alright, thanks. Glad you're enjoying. Why is that a couple of shots? Yeah. Alright, I see your point. Not gonna lie, it's weird to hear you reference, the States as overseas. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, definitely get that it's overseas, obviously, yeah. Almost ready. Alright. Dude, take your time. Lego gaming stream when? Lego gaming stream? Well, when the game comes out. Um, yeah, I'm gonna be gone for like a month, from Monday on, so no streams in that time period, but, yeah, as soon as, like, Lego Star Wars comes out in 2022, yeah, we're definitely gonna do some gaming streams of Lego Star Wars. I mean, of course. Okay, so now we just connect those. And we connect this. Alright. Sweet. Okay. A month? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, like, I mean, a month of work wouldn't be a problem, but I'm going to be in a different city, so I won't be having my stuff with me, and, yeah. Okay, so those 2 times. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so these are supposed to have stickers right here, but I'm not going to apply those. That is a no from me. Alright, so... Okay, so this is... Oh, hold on. Which? Oh. That one. Okay, I don't even know what this is going to be. I suppose interior space, but... Not really sure yet. Okay. Now we connect this. Alright, so now we can... hold on. Oh, okay, so this is right in there. Oh, okay. Alright, there we go. Receivables anywhere outside the US. Well, I mean, yeah, for you guys it's basically any other country basically except Canada overseas. Yeah. I need to see Lego Movie now. Yeah, I mean the Lego Movie is a pretty sweet movie. They need to do a Lego like in that style Lego Star Wars movie. I think the humor in that would match it way better than, for instance, the holiday special. I think that could be pretty sweet. Right, so okay, so we put those in there completely. And there we have that. Alright, so okay, and there we have those two pieces. Right, I think we're slowly but surely finishing up the first bag at least, but okay. Lego Batman movie is the best? Yeah, I think that's fair to say, yeah. I mean, honestly, I do really enjoy the first Lego movie. I think that one was pretty damn good. But yeah, the Batman movie was definitely a really good one too. Definitely played around a lot with the characters and the humor. Right. Terrifying Tales is coming up. Yes. Terrifying Tales I'm actually excited for because or well, okay, maybe not everything, but at least some of it looks interesting. I think the I think the Shining skit with the battle droid was the funniest. It's like here's B2 it and then like the entire number pretty funny, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm looking forward to some of it. It looks looks entertaining overall. I don't know, I've just never been too much of a fan of the Yoda Chronicles or whatever. I don't know, like, I don't know what it was exactly, but I just didn't get into it too much. But that might just be me. Okay, so now we just connect those two. Oh, okay. I put something together in the wrong way. No surprise, kind of. Alright, so this comes here and this comes here. Of course, this one is not coming out right now. Okay, so how are we gonna do that? Can we use that thing? No, not really. Man, just give me. Yeah, come on. Alright, yeah, I think I got it. Alright, yeah. There we go. Alright, so now we can put that into place. Alright, yep, we're back on track again. Okay, alright. Okay, so I think we are. Yeah, so that was step one. So now we're gonna continue with the inside. Alright, so Lego Mando Boba, yeah. Yeah, right, yes. So I'm looking forward to that. What is your second favorite Lego theme? Probably Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I think Lord of the Rings would be my pick probably. Have you ever seen the Padawan Menace? I have. And actually that one I did enjoy as a kid. I did enjoy that one. That was the one with Asajj Ventress, right? And Obi-Wan and Cody chasing her, or like chasing Grievous, I think. And with young Han Solo. I think the young Han Solo was a pretty nice touch. Not the teeth poke it out from the other side. Yeah, no, I didn't even. I know, I shouldn't. Yeah. I was thinking about it for a second. It's the good old trick. Every Lego builder that has been in the business, if I can even call it that, for a while, has used the teeth trick at least once and ruined his Lego piece. But yeah, luckily it was not necessary this time. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Alright, so, now we're going into bag 2. Okay, and it's not really huge bag, so... Oh no, wait. It's 2 bags. Never mind. Never mind, I spoke too soon. I was like, oh, maybe this is going to work out, but nope. Okay. Alright. Okay, so there we also have okay, hold on. Oh. Oh, that was actually 7. Damn. So, I may or may not have just mistaken the 7 for a 2, and I may or may not have put all the pieces on the pieces that I need for 2, and this is going super well. I think they should make an Alien Zeros, Legos, Xenomorph, and all. Yeah, sure. I mean, it might come to Lego ideas. Well, the thing is, I don't know if that would be too R. It's not R-rated, but yeah, it could be in Lego ideas, I think for sure. But where's the shots of Tabasco? No, no. Oh no. Yeah. You know, I was just wondering because I was like, oh, so there's like the exclusive printed cockpit piece, and then I was like, wait, but we're not at the cockpit yet. We're still in the. Yeah. No, that was definitely a blonde moment on my side. Hey, but I mean, the only problem with that is it's a bit more searching. I mean, there's not really an actual problem from the pieces because I'm not gonna use any pieces that I shouldn't use. So yeah, it's just a bit more searching. That's all. So. Okay, so right, here we go. All right. Alright, well, for now I'm not having too much trouble finding the pieces I need, so... Everything's alright, situation normal, we're fine, how are you? Oh, wait! Oh, no, okay. So, since we opened that bag, I just saw that we already have K2SO, so... Might as well put that guy together right now, so, just trying to find his legs. Oh, there we go. Alright, so gonna put together our buddy and average his best friend. Alright, so yeah, that is definitely a really cool figure. I hope that we get to see that figure at some point because I mean they are quite prominent in like Jedi Fallen Order, so I mean having a bunch of those would probably be pretty sick. But yeah, here we okay, so should have probably thought of that. Oh okay, maybe like this. Or actually maybe with me in the black in the background doesn't make it too good. Alright, so here we have that guy. Imperial Signia on the side, printed. And yeah, it's pretty sweet figure, not gonna lie. Alright, so oh, sorry. Aiden is already waiting in the background. I was totally not aware. Alright, so we're gonna pull in the homie. Okay, there we go.
What's up?
Oh, alright. Hey, what's up?
How's it going, B?
Oh, wait. The audio is really... Hold on. Okay, say something again.
How's it going, B?
Hey, what's up? Alright, yeah, the audio just ditched on me for a second. Yeah, it's good and good. How are you?
You know, man, I'm doing more than decent today. I'd say it's been
Alright.
pretty good.
Nice.
Been
Yeah, that's good
enjoying
to
your
hear.
stream,
Yeah.
making sexy Legos.
Heck yeah. Right, so don't forget to like the stream. Oh, appreciate it. Aiden, looking fresh. Indeed.
Hey, thanks, Mr. Two Star Wars Nerds. Appreciate you.
Yeah, definitely the eye candy for the stream.
I don't know about that.
Look at the numbers going up. 5 more people watching. Alright, so okay, now it's definitely starting to get more difficult because I messed up the bags. But yeah, you wanna just talk about something? I mean, have you seen Visions completely?
So I pretty much watched the first episode, and that was about it. I was like, okay, this is getting a little it's all right. I don't like anime though, so like I'm not an anime fan, so it's not something that was like really meant for me.
Yeah, same. I mean, I watched all just for the sake of having watched it. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. Like, it's definitely anime as itself is definitely not for me. I can say that definitely like the 7th The Elder episode and the 9th Jedi are pretty decent. But yeah, the rest is kind of like, in my opinion, just not for me.
So is it just like random shorts?
Right. So yeah, exact. Oh, did we just lose Aiden? I think we just lost Aiden. At least on my end, he froze. I don't know. You guys in chat can let me know if he froze on YouTube. Oh, there he... Alright, he's back. Alright. I don't know, you froze for me. I don't know if he froze for chat too, but...
The whole thing kind of just like blacked out. I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay. Maybe that was it. Got to go, but have a good one. Alright, Novak. Thanks for stopping by. See ya. Yeah, there we go. Alright, but he's back. Alright.
Indeed. I've returned.
But yeah, so the episodes are not connected to each other. They're completely separate episodes from different studios, so they don't even match in style, in animation style. So yeah, that's also kind of the reason why some work better for me and why some don't. Like for instance, the second one is pretty tough because of the animation style, in my opinion. I don't know. Like it's more of a chibi style, and yeah, I don't know. It's not for me.
I'll probably eventually watch it, but like I don't know when that'll be.
Yep. Okay, hold on. That's not the one. Okay, so There we go. Yeah, I mean, no worries. It's not canon, so I mean, you're not missing anything in that sense. But if you do get to watch, or if you don't want to watch everything, I can suggest watching 7 and 5, and then you're basically good, I think. Alright, yeah, sorry, I mean, this is, I don't know how entertaining this is going to be for you, since I'm the
It's
one
all
building.
good, man. I'm just here to support a homie, you know?
Alright, appreciate it. Yes, just stay as long as you want. There are no boundaries, so... Alright, for me, the ones that work really work, the ones that don't really don't. Yeah, that sums it up pretty good, just our notes. Right. Yeah, I agree with that statement, for sure. Dang! Okay, I can't find that one piece. Come on.
You know, I'll just read chat, you know? See what's
Alright.
going on with
Yeah.
chat. I think the Astro Boy episode is the closest thing to real Star Wars.
Average, you're this close from getting banned from the stream. Alright, so, there we go. Found it. Yeah, messing up the bags is definitely not a good idea. Definitely not.
How's
Hey,
college been?
well
You
done.
know, Mr. Two Servers Nerds, it's been all right. Hasn't been too bad, but like it's been pretty stressful. I never thought that I never really thought that the workload would already be this heavy so early into the semester. But it's going pretty decent, I would say. The only thing that sucks about it is that I have work on top of that, and that takes up like all day.
Yeah.
And that sucks. It's not fun.
For sure. Doesn't sound fun. Yeah. Yeah, I will actually be, I don't know if you heard it earlier in the stream, but I will be gone from Monday on for basically a month.
I remember we had this conversation.
We did?
So
yeah.
We had this conversation. And pretty jealous that you get to stay in a gaming hotel. That sounds really fun.
Yeah, I still have no real... I should have probably, like, searched it up or looked it up, but I probably will. Just haven't. But yeah, definitely gonna be interesting. Oh, wait.
Definitely.
Okay.
I hope you have a lot of fun with that, man. That sounds really cool.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna send, like, a picture or something when I'm there.
And this is like a job for you?
Yeah, so I work there, and I basically got the job because of a friend of mine is working on that shoot, and yeah. I'm basically just doing like office prep work and stuff, so it's nothing too exciting in that sense, but it's still cool. I mean, I'm there where they shoot, so I can probably like visit the set maybe like once, so.
That sounds really cool, actually. Sounds a lot cooler than working at Dunkin', I can say that.
Probably. Alright, so where... Oh, that piece... That goes there. Alright. Sorry, I meant
the
episode. Average really wants to be...
He's not hitting on all cylinders today, is he?
Nah, I mean, I know Average is the anime guy, so I mean, maybe it just appeals to people that know that anime style or like animation style. I don't know.
I don't watch anime, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know either. Like, I think Narcporial, like, asked me earlier in the stream, like, what, like, should I watch Visions? And I was like, well, I don't know. I mean, it kind of depends on whether or not you're an anime fan, or, like, if you just, like, if you're, I mean, if you're just, in quotation marks, a Star Wars fan. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know what the values are to watching it if you're an anime fan. Like, I couldn't tell you, like, oh, this episode is going to reference that anime. Like, yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, no, that's not anything I would be aware of.
Alright, so, oh, that is the control panel. Supposedly. Okay, so we're just connecting that right there. Oh.
No, since this is a Lego stream, we're there.
Alright. It's pronounced anime. Anime. Oh, damn. That is sweet.
I'm like trying to get a good angle.
That's the Tantive right there.
Indeed. This is the pretty sure this is the UCS model.
Yes, it is. You know what? Actually.
And you know, I should have flex on you because I don't have any Legos right now. All my Legos are I won't get into it, but I still have all my Legos, just not with me. But yeah.
Yeah, mine is still sealed.
You haven't opened yours yet? But...
No, I haven't had the space. I didn't have the time. I mean, building a UCS, it takes time.
I think I completed this build. So I got this back in like Christmas. I got it back the Christmas The Rise of Skywalker came out. And I remember like the day after Christmas, I sat down at like probably like 10 in the morning and I built the thing and I wasn't done until like 3 or 4 p.m.
Yeah, I mean...
That's also because I added some of my own modifications because I wanted it to look like how it did in Revenge of the Sith. I just, you know, I was originally going to deck it out in blue, but I didn't have any blue pieces to match the pieces needed for this. So I just used the actual red. Oh no, something fell off.
No.
Oh no. Oh well, it's too big for me even to figure out.
Jason, we have a problem.
We have a serious problem. Hold up. Okay. So this comes out, right? This thing comes out. It's pretty cool looking. Get a little chill area. You can like have the homies like cracking a cold one while chilling on the Tantive. And I broke off another piece. Shit.
Damn. Okay, well, Aiden figures out his Tantive. Average. The Village Bride, the Ninth Jedi, the Dual Lap, and Osho, the Ninth Elder were great. The rest were not that good. The Village Bride was okay. The Ninth Jedi, the Dual, and the Elder I liked. Yeah, Lopo and Ocho, I honestly only liked the discussion, what speaks for and against the Empire being on the planet. I thought that was interesting, but yeah.
I'm not going to mess with this. I'm just going to put this back.
All right.
I don't want to break this.
Yeah, don't break it. Can you explain?
It took me forever to build, and I haven't dropped it.
I don't know. Well, good that you asked that question. So UCS means Ultimate Collector Series. So those are basically like the 18 plus sets. Those are like the ones for collectors. So like the huge Star Destroyer and Super Star Destroyer and Death Star, they were basically UCS, or they are UCS. So, ooh, Aiden flexing with the 2020. 20, yes, right.
The thing that I would grab my 2014 one, but I don't have it here, so like I can't really compare the two. But basically, I like how they made these things look exactly or a lot more like they did in the film. You guys can see that. It'll focus on my shitty webcam.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not different. So, yeah.
Pretty sure on the 2014, they're black.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the design of this better.
Dusty. If they would be even more dusty, they would be great too. Yeah, but
I don't dust my Legos either. I also like this, like the wing design just a bit better. But I do like how the thing on that set folds over this piece, but it's not something that like ruins the new set for me.
Yeah,
and I like the
so yeah, right there. Yeah.
I mean, the back's practically identical.
I think the logo on the cockpit is either smaller or bigger. No?
Pretty sure it's exactly the same.
Right, it's the same. I thought it was.
I do like about how this, though, Anakin leans back in his seat, which is exactly how he did it in the movie.
Right, and in this one, he can sit straight up, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I like how they made Anakin lean in this, because that's how it was in the film. That is definitely something that I definitely prefer.
Oh, see, you know why I remembered that a certain fighter had different size logo, so...
Gotcha.
Yeah, so...
I took my green shuttle apart back when I was little, and I haven't found all the pieces to put it back together. That's one of my biggest regrets in life. I took apart so many of my awesome Lego sets when I was little just to build things, but like now that I'm older, I wish I didn't do that.
Yeah.
But like, can't go back in time and fix it or anything.
Yeah, you get the picture. Okay, this is not working out too well. Okay. Is this trying to figure out, is that better? Is that better?
Let's see what chat has to say.
Oh, I think that's good. By the end of the stream, Aiden will have a pile of bricks. Yes. If he wouldn't have put the Tantive away, he would have probably had a pile of bricks.
I probably would, because I'm very irresponsible, and I would have probably dropped it.
Okay, I'm here. Sorry. Oh, all right. We got Padawan Menace. I will bring him in. Hey!
Face reveal.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get this right here.
Bro, when did the sexy?
Oh, why do I have on the side there? Oh, I got it. Okay. Let me do it. Can I do it that way? I think that'll work better.
Seems good.
It's reversed on me. I didn't realize it would do that.
Yeah.
Well, hey, guys.
An automatic thing that it does, yeah.
So I'll just have to move the camera a little bit when I get into whatever I'm building. Haven't seen Aiden before, although it makes sense why I can't understand you sometimes with your mask on. Now that I hear your voice without the mask, I'm like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah, he sounds a lot less cool without the mask, but it's okay.
You have a deeper voice, so. Well, this doesn't show as much of the table as I would have had liked. Let's see if I can't.
Right. Does that work better?
Let me go back this way then. That'll be good.
Okay, so now
that's plenty.
That's going to work better. Yes.
Let me go back up here.
All right.
Okay. So yeah, we were doing Legos, so I had to build my Lego. Have my Lego shirt.
Hey, awesome.
So.
Bro, I'm the only one that doesn't have anything to build. Dang.
Hey.
Hi, nerds. And I didn't really know what I was gonna build either. Although I did pick this little guy up the other day.
Yeah.
So I had something. And this, I was looking at this. This is not the Legos I'm familiar with, like, at all. It looks like they got little etchings on the lights and stuff, or on the mirrored pieces, whatever you want to call them. And I've never seen that before. But this box isn't open. But I wasn't sure exactly what you would be doing. That Krenix ship is cool. I don't have I don't know if I have anything from the newer stuff, unfortunately. Because you were talking about like newer Lego pieces.
Right, yes.
And yeah, there's a lot of new stuff. Even on this little set, they shoot, little projectiles and stuff now, so that's kind of cool.
Right, yeah, the shooters and all, yeah.
That's definitely something new. But Aiden showed that Tantive, and is that the same version you have, Strike?
Yes, yeah. So that's
Oh, it is? Okay. I thought it'd be cool if we all had different versions. Aiden, I don't know if you talked to Strike, but him and I just chatted the other day in the Discord about we both have a Tantive 4.
That's really
and
dope.
We were thinking maybe we could build them at the same time, because mine, I believe it's the first one. But it's the one with the rubber bands.
Yes.
So, and you guys were mentioning prequel sets, which made me laugh, because that's kind of most of what I've got, kind of. So that was just a little one, but you can kind of see what I'm dealing with as far as getting the sheds together. So here's pull these out. I should have tipped this the other direction, but I thought this would be fun, even if I didn't really get to build a whole lot, because I can show what I'm gonna build eventually. So, depending. Oh, well, this one I was just thinking the other day. I'll have to figure out how to do. I don't know how long it'll take, because these are the
pod racers.
Yeah, the pod racer set. This one came with 3 of them, I believe. It's Anakin. Who's the green one? The green one, I think, was Gascano. And then I can't tell what the other one is. Oh, I remember what one. Oh no, that was in the villains. But then there was Watto's Workshop set that they released after that, and it came with 2 more pod racers. Yeah. And I can't remember the names of all of them at the moment. So I think there's a total of 5 pod racers, which is pretty cool.
Right. I think back in the day, I think they even had, still when they had these combo sets, I think they had one with like Watto's Workshop and the race set. So they had like all the racers in one. Kind of like the one with Obi-Wan's and Anakin's Jedi Interceptor and the 2 Vulture droids and the 1 Troll.
Oh, yeah, I have one of those Droid Fighter packs. It comes with 2 or 3 of the different Droid Fighters. I can't remember. It's in here somewhere. But this one, actually, now that I'm reading it, says Anakin, Watto, and Gascano. So that'll be part of the workshop. And then, this is probably the other one. And this is Boba and Mars Guo. I don't remember what Mars Guo's ship was.
Yeah, I don't know.
I used to know all that, guys, when I played that pod racing game. Spent a lot of time playing that. See if I can find a set that matches up directions and pieces. So yeah, the Tantive 4 is in here. Takes up about 5 or 6 of these gallon-sized bags.
Yeah, I mean,
So
at the time it was a big one, so.
let's see. And then I don't think Aiden was there that night. I was in voice chat with was it just me and you, Strike?
I think there were more, but yeah, I mean, we were in the voice
Because I
chat.
kind of pulled this out before, but this is really the first time. So I've got, what do I have
That's
in
a
front
lot
of
of
me?
Lego. That's so dope.
I got the Pod Racer set. I got a B-Wing. I have the Tantive 4. I have...
I think my personal favorite out of the sets you showed me was the original Arc 170. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised
That
I
is a
had
dope
that
set.
one still.
That's such a cool set.
The B-Wing too. I was kind of happy when I pulled it out and realized that I had that. I wasn't sure if I had bought it or not.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because a lot of these have been in these boxes for or these bags for almost 20 years. This is the first time, but now I have a large area to showcase all of my boxed things. So if it all works out, there will be a lot of streams or builds or whatever. Back up. My dog wants to say hi.
Well,
so I'll let her say hi. So,
yeah.
Jules. Hey.
Hey.
There you are.
Yo.
That's Jules.
Hey, what's up?
That's Jules. She's my little girl. I got a boy dog. Oh, here he comes too. You missed it, buddy. I'm not moving the camera again. They'll probably poke their noses up. So I've got a lot of old Lego sets too. Just get out of here, you guys. That way. Okay. Oh, my computer went out. I was trying to watch the chat that way.
Oh, no worries.
There it is. Sorry, I missed everybody in the chat if anybody's asked me anything or said anything. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been on the air. Last time I did anything like this was in high school, a little bit in college, some radio, and a little tiny bit of TV.
Huh.
But it was all analog still. There was no digital. I mean, cell phones, that cell phones were a thing, but everybody was carrying around beepers.
Yeah.
Any of my older people remember the beepers. So, okay, let's see what else I got. I have, this is the Droid Starfighter and the Fighter. Yeah, the Tri-Droid. This is not Star Wars, but it's the Batmobile from from the first Batman. I think this is supposed to be a collector series one. I can't remember, but it's that Michael Keaton version, the first Batman.
And then, hold up. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab something.
All right.
Uh-oh.
What's coming?
He's remembering stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Michael Keaton one is a UCS set. Oh,
if I can find this set, I'll build this. This is a smaller set. I think I can keep up. This it? Oh, here it is. Really? Is that all it is? Okay. Oh, see, and this is another one I forget I have, but it's kind of cool. Because it comes with the Yoda and then the assassin droid or the commando droids. I thought were really cool.
Yeah, and it's even the captain, the commando droid captain. So that's pretty awesome for sure.
Is that?
And I mean, 501st.
Oh yeah. Is that the white on his head? Does
Yes.
that make him the designation?
Yes.
See, that's pretty cool. Because when I was doing Legos, they did not really do the minifigures, which was kind of a drag. I mean, they did them, but like my Tantive 4 didn't come with it.
Oh well, never mind.
Right.
Uh-oh, what do you have?
I have
the
yes.
I'm gonna send Harrison Ford over to your house, and
he's gonna drop it. Honestly, I wouldn't be complaining because like I get to meet Harrison Ford, so like he wants to be an ass and drop my set,
that's
whatever.
awesome. Awesome. That's awesome.
But here.
I always wanted. That was kind of like a holy grail for me ever since childhood. I wasn't able to get the toy for the action figures because it just was basically that was the biggest thing for Star Wars, like the largest toy. And when parents were looking at, I don't know, that thing was probably, I'd say 60 or 70 bucks at least. And that was in the 80s, you know, that was a huge chunk of change for a toy. When I was realizing that like that Batmobile and this Tantive were collector series, I remember seeing them on the shelves. Oh, he's got the two little guys.
Yeah, so, right, that is
We're
the one
just
from
trying
the
to show every angle.
set, the captain, and that is the one from the battle pack and like all the other.
That's cool. And are those clear ones on the back there, that thruster? That's pretty cool.
It's like a light blue. I don't really know how good
they are tinted. Yeah, they are tinted.
But
well, if you're familiar with Legos, you kind of know the colors too. So
yeah.
Does landing gear work? Does it go up and down, or is it always down?
It's actually, I think it's just always down. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So it's Millennium Falcon Family Guy style.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Yeah,
that's cool though.
Yeah.
I think you can open this.
Things.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, some things like landing gear are pretty unfortunate things.
I don't know how good you
Lego
can see this.
Because,
I'm trying to make my arm out of the way.
Because like back in the day,
it opens. That's cool.
Starfighters, like they folded up, and now they just do them.
This piece is pretty cool.
Standing most of the time.
See that moving thing, all that opening up, that's all newer generation stuff. That's really cool.
So there's what's it called? There's like a little slot that's pretty cool. I'm trying to figure out where it is. Yes. There's something, if you can, I don't know how focused it is, but this thing come out and it's like the thing in the movie where Lando picks up Luke.
Oh, like the little the hatch.
Yeah.
Oh, that is actually that's cool.
And I always thought that was pretty. Oh no, something fell.
I will go back to. Hold on.
I have no idea where that came from. Oh wait.
I think there's probably already a pile down there of something.
Yes, he already lost the so.
Those few extra bricks you get with every set. It's like, what do you do with those? Okay, so we'll go through and then I can start putting this away because I did find what I'm going to build and I hope it's all in the bag. So I'll keep my fingers crossed with that. I got directions for it. And so, okay, I have a Geonosian spaceship, little ship from, they only show those in Clone Wars, I guess.
What's up today?
I don't know. I have a little tiny ATST. I've got more of those pieces, more of those sets than anything.
But
oh yeah,
just trying to give you guys the That's fun perspective. Unfortunately, this is the Rise of Skywalker one, which is like okay. I wish it was the original one, but I'm not complaining because it's still the Falcon.
Yeah.
Oh, and I do have an Anakin Starfighter. Whichever,
the Clone Wars one, yes.
whichever one it is, I'm not sure.
That's really cool.
The Clone Wars one, like 2010.
So we'll have to see. Oh, and this one comes with a little a buzz droid.
Oh yeah, then it's definitely the 2010 one.
So okay, so the Tantive, spare Legos, got the Batmobile, spare Legos. See, Lego anality right here. All the same color. I got Dooku's bike. So his speeder bike.
Dude, yeah.
Oh, this is the set when I guess they're chasing him at the end of Clone Wars. And it's Dooku's bike and then a Geonosian gunship. Droids. Oh.
Yeah, that's all I have to show you. Unfortunately, I don't have any other Legos here.
So, I didn't realize I had this little guy. Woohoo! Beep, 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 beep,
Go!
Little wicket.
OG walk.
That's what guy there. And
I have seen Lego Masters, and I think it would be fun. I honestly, I can't even lie. I think it would be pretty fun to smash one of those sets. Just not my own.
This is something that bugged me about Legos. Is because they're Legos, you can't always connect the things. So this is actually, these little plastic pieces here was how they connected the pod racers together.
That's really cool, actually.
So that they would stay together. But when I displayed them, I hung them in front of a vent so they would kind of move. So I got rid of these things. But the binder, the electric binder that went across was just straight beams. And now I guess they have that little crackly piece. So that's something new. That's going to make that set look much better.
That's really dope.
Oh, if they actually come out with it, I heard they were supposed to.
I would say that one of my favorite pod racer sets is the end. I think it was like the 20th anniversary run for the Phantom Menace.
Right. I actually have the one with there was like a 2-pack, so it was Anakin's Pod Racer and Sebulba's from 2012, I think, also, and it came with Anakin, Obi-Wan, Padme, and Sebulba. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, I like the pod racing. That was a big scene for me in the movies, and when I saw the Legos, honestly, at that time. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. What I have to say is not important. It's nothing to do with anything.
He's just here to talk smack, all right?
But
are we keeping up with the chat?
Got the LaCroix.
Yeah.
Brought it up in his Lego stream last night.
Oh, we got a lot of people here. That's cool.
Yeah.
I can't keep up. My computer's not quite good enough. I'm at the extent of my Wi-Fi.
If people are talking to you, I can bring it up. All right. So
but hi everybody out there. I found. What did I find? Oh, this Strike saw this, but another prequel set. Anakin's speeder and Zamwazel's speeder. So that chase scene on Coruscant.
I've always wanted that set.
And then the little A-Wing. These are probably Sebulba parts. And Sebulba and Mars Ghoul. Yep.
I wish Star Wars would release an official set for Padme's apartment. I've always loved the look of the layout of her apartment. I've always liked the blue.
Yeah.
I'd love to have that as a Lego set.
What's this?
And like even the Senate building, that'd be a really cool Lego set. Do something like the Death Star, but with the Senate building.
Right. I would really like a rework of Django Slave 1 because I never got the Django Slave 1 from 2003, was it?
It might have been. I do have his Clone Wars Slave 1. I think it's the Episode 2 Slave 1, but it's not Lego. It's just a big ship that was like. Oh, I'll look it up.
Okay, I have a bag of minifigs, and I'm kind of confused at what it's supposed to be. There's several of them in here. I think it's supposed to be the Emperor's throne room. Maybe. I don't know. I've got a little TIE fighter window.
Yeah, I think that's the mini.
Got a frame.
Was from, I'm pretty sure.
And I do have these guys.
Yeah, the Imperial Guards, Royal Guards, yeah. Yeah, I'm
No
pretty
face.
sure that's the minifigure set. Yeah.
And then I have... Well, where is it? Oh! I didn't realize that's who. Yep, that's what this set is. No, that can't be him. Well, this has to be... Where is it? Here it is. I have his cape down here. Little Vader.
Yeah.
And then he's got the little face.
Oh, you know,
little face.
I just recently picked up the...
Yeah, this is the Slave 1 that I have. It's pretty dope.
Vader's chamber. So this is the this is the new Vader. So this is like the newest Vader. And
wow.
It has, arm printing, and it has it's
my dream Lego set. Well, it would be very expensive, but I would say my dream Lego set would probably be a minifigure scale Mustafar. Like you have the place where Anakin kills the Separatists. You have the beams. Someone made a mock of it. I'm like, if they actually made that a real set, I would totally save up money to buy it.
Yeah, my guy just looks like he's got one little sticker on him.
Yeah. Right, yeah, the designs back in the day were much more simple and.
So here's a Stormtrooper with his old blaster.
I remember those.
The OG blaster.
The OG blasters.
And then I've got a little Imperial officer carrying the lightsaber.
Yeah.
I remember the chrome hilts.
I have. Yeah, here's it. Awesome. I don't have any that light up though. I found out that they made ones that light up, and that's super cool.
That came with the original Anakin versus Obi-Wan set.
That was a short lineup, so there was only.
So here's Luke,
versus Anakin.
Old school Luke.
Nice. Yeah, so only old school Anakin and Obi-Wan on Duel on Mustafar had light up sabers. A certain batch of Turbo Tank sets from 2005 had Mace Windu with light up saber, and the Catamaran set had Luminaro and Dooley with light up saber.
I remember seeing those.
Yeah.
Okay, and I do have one of these guys, which is cool.
To average his question, dream Lego set, awesome. The dream Lego set of mine would probably be actually Django Slave 1. I just love the OG Django look. I mean, also from like the Lego.
That's my favorite look of the Slave 1.
Yeah, and, and if not that one, probably the Catamaran, the Wookiee Catamaran, just because it has like the two sweet looking 41st Elite Troopers. Yeah, so that one was pretty cool.
Ooh, what about an Jedi Temple set, like Anakin's Massacre of the Jedi Temple?
Yeah, I mean that could be
a cool set.
An 18+ set for sure. Since they
can do the holocron. You can do the Jedi Library thing. Where, you know, where Obi-Wan went to go get information on Camino. You do a lot. You can do the. I can't believe I don't remember what it was called. But the library.
And then I have no idea why these are in here, but they are older versions. Of the battle droids. Not really.
The old school commander also.
Is that this guy here?
No, the other one. So, right. Hold on, 1 second. Because there is a difference between. Okay, so here's the. So that's like the newest one they use. So it only has the yellow dot and it has the markings on the head.
Your arms. How do your arms go? Or the hands? Are they up and down or side to side?
One is up and down.
Yeah, see, that's mine are the other way. That way,
right.
Yeah.
So this is like the newest version of like the commander. And they also I'm just gonna take the prequel thing out. They're not really in order, so this would take a little long. But the Clone Wars version basically just has a completely yellow body for the battle droid commander, and so those are basically the 3 differences from the commanders over time. Alright, so I'm looking at prequel era Lego sets on eBay and there. So yes. So yeah, that is definitely a point because like prequel sets, they get very expensive very fast once they retire. Mm-hmm. So right now the best sets of prequels that you can probably get are like stuff like the 501st Battle Pack. I mean that's basically one that comes to mind rather quickly.
I want to get another one of those.
But like things like the 212 Battle Pack, they're so expensive. Like they started out at $15, and like now they're $60. Really nice. Obi-Wan Starfighter.
Yeah, I'm trying to get those close enough so hopefully people on the can read them. And then this is also another one that's not Star Wars, but I do have it. This is the next generation Enterprise, and it's not technically Legos, it's Mega Bloks.
Right.
But, you know, it's pretty much the same thing. Lego, one fits the other and the other doesn't fit.
Yeah.
I think it's Mega Bloks don't really connect the Legos, but Legos will connect the Mega Bloks. I can't remember which, but one fastens much better.
Right. I think
I don't know if you guys are into it or not, but they like for example, I got the Vader's Castle set and it came with LEDs. Yeah. And I started to become really like
that's cool
with LEDs and Legos because like you can fit them under certain Lego pieces, and so like when you light up Vader's Castle, you can see like the red and stuff, and it looks so dope.
Yeah.
They have come so far. I remember. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. You got choppy on my end. I didn't hear you.
I was only saying I also have Vader's Castle. You continue, please.
I remember when they made a motor for Lego sets. You basically had to send away or order it somehow, and it was just a battery that you could hook wires to, and they would have things could move now. Like you could make larger size wheels move, and they came with little 4x or 2x2 bricks that were lights. So you could actually, I guess so, because back then there wasn't really a lot of variety in sets. Like space sets had just started coming out in the 80s. So you would have like, the firehouse or Mr. Johnson's garden kind of sets. You wouldn't have much. And then when the prequels came out previously in the 90s, like Lucas was just looking to put Star Wars on everything. So seeing Star Wars Legos and Star Wars Transformers and the Star Wars comics in the 90s, the Dark Image stuff, that was so cool to see an explosion of Star Wars merchandise and not just the figures that you only found in thrift stores at that point, because nobody was selling Star Wars figures, 15 years after the first movies came out. Not until the new ones came out was anybody even considering that stuff. So seeing all that Star Wars on everything, that's the biggest reason why I'm so disappointed with their merchandising with the new stuff, because it's just, back then they were putting out stuff from the movies, but then they were recreating, Luke Skywalker and all the old sets with the new articulation, which was awesome. What are you building there?
I was when I was talking about LEDs the other day, I was trying to set up on my breadboard an LED pattern. So like, I don't really know how to the best way to explain it is that this breadboard is hooked up to a Raspberry Pi, and that Raspberry Pi then hooks up to a I have a monitor down there, and basically you can if you know how to code, you can the problem is that you can't really fit a breadboard in a Lego set because you can't really fit this in a Lego set. But what you can do once you've created your code, you can set up if I might have one around here. Basically there's these little things that you can you can see these little holes here. That's where you connect the wires, but you're able to, but you can fit, they're this big, and you can fit these onto the Lego sets with your LEDs, and you can and with your wires, and once that's all set up, the thing is that it doesn't always work, but say I were to move my hand over this LED could turn on. And so say I wanted to put a minifigure through a door, it would activate the lights.
Wow, that's so cool.
It's what people use for if they wanted to make stop motion with Legos or stuff. But I just think it's cool to have set up for when you're if you wanted to display a really dope set, I don't know, the Batmobile, for example. You could have LEDs set up on the inside or blaring through the windshield, so you can get a really cool hue, a red or a blue or whatever color you like.
That's cool. Yeah. I remember also you guys, it's totally normal with all the technology and stuff now, and I remember back then it was still the question of, we can't sell this to children, they won't understand it. And it was just the 80s was a huge move forward for kind of everything. And I was talking to somebody about just how, when I was a kid, you were wasting your times playing video games. It was a joke. You were literally, you would have eye problems, back problems, whatever. And there was no benefit to it at all. And in the 90s, the explosion of electronic media and information and people just wanting to know it. It wasn't just video games. It was computers. It was televisions. It was digital, everything, it was just blowing up. And now all that stuff is so normal, and it's, you're looking at LEDs and Legos. That's something that they never, we had fiber optic and things like that back then, but they were not utilizing it in the customer marketplace at all.
Right.
If Mr. Two Star Wars nerds or Two Star Wars nerds, if you're talking about the Raspberry Pi, this is a Raspberry Pi 4.
Right. Yeah, but going back to Lego and like the Star Wars merchandising exploding in the early 2000s, it's kind of a funny story because Lego was. See that is a classic Lego stream. If you can't hear anything when like bricks fall down, like if you don't have that, it's not a real Lego stream. So
I'm horrible
No, but-
too. I got a plastic table, so it's just gonna echo everything.
yeah, dude,
Oh,
no
but
worries.
real quick, you were saying go back with the Lego talk. I want to do that, but I did see a couple things in the chat. I can't remember who mentioned Lego Masters. That show is so awesome. Okay, those people are geniuses
Yeah.
when it comes to Lego, and it makes me laugh because you still see people, oh, like they're just two moms, and it's like they're on this show building this amazing stuff that I've never built, and I don't really take them seriously as Lego masters,
Yeah.
But the stuff they come up with on that show is so cool, and the competitions they have, I love that show. I think that is one for Lego fans. That's a must see.
I mean, getting
For sure.
paid to build Legos. Come on, who wouldn't want to do that?
Yeah,
And it's
they are
and it's
really
got
good.
Lego Batman. I'm Batman.
Oh yeah, that's the host of the show is the dude who played Lego Batman,
I have a 9-pack.
or a host. I don't know if he's the host. It's been a while since I've watched.
Yeah, well, he's the main. They would call him the host, and then but those other two masters are like consultants, I guess, because they come on with and they help the builders
Yeah.
and there's a lot of story in there too. It's like American Idol.
Kind of.
But if it's for Legos,
Kind of.
Now, I mean, it totally is. You just don't have quite the heartwarming stories that gets everyone's strings, because they're like, some people are like, it's just Lego.
Right, and I mean they do
people that are like
watch that like
that, like Lego is their life, and then you get others just like, oh cool, I get to build Legos. It's just Lego. Sorry.
So okay, I did figure out what I'm gonna build. So I'm gonna try and get this thing going, and I'll show you guys in a second what I decided to build because I found it kind of fell out with the instructions. So
I got to dip out for a few. If you're still streaming, I might come back. I have no idea, but I have some chores I got to get done. Unfortunately, I've been putting it off for way too long.
Well,
Thanks
good
so
to
much
see
for having
you.
me on, man. Good to see you too, man.
We'll see you again.
For sure. Thanks again for having me on. Really appreciate you. Chat. Take care. This is two Star Wars nerds. Always a pleasure. Average, the nerd Prequel life form. Cool seeing you. Greedo and his Speedo. It's a really cool name. And yeah. And the 4 is not that expensive. I paid like around $50 for it on Amazon. And then I bought an electronics kit to go with it. But in total, it wasn't too much. But my 4 is not the most advanced one. It's a bit cheaper, but it gets the job done. But yeah, thanks again, man. Really appreciate you. You guys take care.
Awesome.
See ya.
Well, yep. Join in anytime, and yeah, have a good one.
You too, man.
Alright, so.
And then there were two.
Only two. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Okay.
But going back to the Lego Star Wars beginning thing, so it's kind of a funny story because like at the beginning of 2000s when George was like doing all the merchandise and he was also contacting Lego to do Star Wars, like Lego was actually close to closing their business actually because their stuff wasn't selling, and Star Wars, basically the lineup they made for Lego at that time basically saved Lego, and I mean that's also part of the reason why Lego Star Wars is like the best selling lineup still, even though some sets aren't as good anymore. But it's kind of crazy that like that whole lineup just pretty much save the company.
See, Star Wars saves. No.
Most of the time.
No, all the time. Everybody gets something good out of something.
True.
I just can't hate Star Wars or hate Legos. You know,
Yeah.
even when the Lego movie came out, people were like, "Oh, it was okay." I thought everybody was insane. It's like my next question was, "Did you even play with Legos as a child? If you
Yeah.
didn't like that movie."
No, 100%. Lego movie is just like a fusion of the feels. Like, yeah, if you had Legos and if Legos had a rather big part in your life, you can just connect to like all the stereotypes they they mention, like the whole like gluing stuff, or like it's so classic. I don't know. It's
That, yeah, I related to that because as a child, you want everything and you want to be able to play with the stuff. And I
mm,
remember when the Lego sets would come out, and on the back, they would have like half a dozen just random things that they created with the Legos and no directions. You just would have to look at the picture and go, I'm going to try and build, say, that one.
yeah,
And so there was a lot of creativity. You like, I wanted the sets, but I wanted to use those Legos too for something else, you know. Oh, I'm just messing around. And because I remember, like I said, the space sets was new, so they
mm,
didn't really have much as far as different pieces. But I remember when the space set came out, I made a monorail. I made another space set out of normal Legos, which didn't look anywhere as cool. But then I made a little monorail that could go between them, and it had a little. You just used a bunch of those smooth pieces, and you could push it along. But I mean, that's what you did. That was Legos. And then
yeah,
like several years later, they're coming out with like the trains that can move and all this
yeah,
stuff, and it's like, I want that stuff.
yeah,
So there was a big advancement in what was available and what they had, and
yeah. Right, and I mean, even when I was a kid, there were like certain sets weren't released back then, and I mean, I'm not that old, so I don't want to sound like I'm saying it that way, but still, I do remember that like certain things like certain bills for like the complete saga, so the game, like I remember that I just tried, like just by seeing the build, I tried rebuilding it on my own, sometimes more successful than other times, but nonetheless, yeah, definitely fun things that you can do.
yeah, my brother is actually like he was born in 1990. So
Mm,
as he was growing up, I'm 15 years older than him, but as he was growing up in the 90s, it was like, oh, I get to experience all this stuff again. You know, he was really into it, especially being that age. You know, what little boy doesn't want to play with space stuff?
right.
So, and then there was something else I wanted to mention. Oh, yeah, you were saying with the Lego, they almost went out of business. I saw on, there's another series on Netflix called The Toys That Made Us. So it was a
Yeah.
lot of the toys that were popular in the 80s and early 90s. And they go over Legos and their stories and all that stuff, and He-Man and basically everything. I
Mm,
guess I was kind of lucky to have as many Legos when I was a kid, because there was a point I was collecting, I was doing Legos and Star Wars toys, and I loved He-Man.
mm,
And my mom made me choose at that point because GI Joe was really popular at the time, and GI Joe just pumped out massive amounts of merchandise, just all kinds of
yeah.
vehicles and cool things and headquarters and just helicopters and motion and shooting, and it was just all kinds of stuff. So I kind of got interested in the GI Joe, and she said, nope, there's Star Wars or G.I. Joe, because there's too many things in both of them, which totally makes sense. But I'll tell you, as a kid, not having Star Wars figures that can move was kind of a drag. I was always jealous of that aspect of those toys.
Right.
I mean, they had the motion of Lego figures, you know. So that does kind of confuse me with why they release the retro versions of these figures. I'm like, I don't understand why they would make figures that move less. I mean, I get it marketing wise because you're doing the old mold style, but I would rather have figures that had that range of motion.
Yeah. Like, I remember that, like, my Hasbro action figures, so my clones that I had from, like, the earlier Revenge of the Sith lineup, or, like, later lineups before 2012, and they had, like, all the articulation. They had, like, arm articulation, they had, like, elbow could move, the arms could move. And then, like, basically from The Force Awakens, I remember, like, those action figures, they could only move arms, like, completely, and it was kind of like, what? But we had, like, that articulation before.
Now there.
Yeah.
On these sets.
Awesome.
All these prequel ones were so much better. I bought because I started collecting them in the boxes, but they were so cool. There was some I had to buy just to put out because they released like I said, they were releasing old movie characters with the new articulation. So I got a Boba Fett figure, and it comes with like a little piece that looks like he's taking off with his jetpack, and you can kind of have him leaning back and have him look like he's shooting, and there's little blaster bolts that come out of his pistols. And it's like, that's cool. You know, you can actually make them look like something instead of just they're on your wall. I would take it either way, though. But yeah, I was never really prone to going to, like, I see a lot of people now and they have a lot of the figures that are opened and don't have the accessories and stuff like that. And I was always a stickler with, I wanted to have those accessories with them. But I'll tell you, there was a few. I had the hardest time holding on to Bespin Luke Skywalker's lightsaber for some reason. I kept losing certain figures, weapons, which would bum me out because some of them they were the only ones with those weapons.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying. Oops, I skipped around a little bit. What'd I miss? No, I did that.
That's usually what I say too. Like, oh wait, that is like a step ahead.
And these pictures, I don't know how I think it's different now too. They don't actually show you what the new pieces are. They don't highlight them to add. So you just have to look at it and go, oh, that's different. So there's a lot of that. How are these pictures different from the previous picture? Oh, so you guys might know, might have seen what I'm building there. So that's what I'm building. Special attention to the spelling, everybody.
All right, question. Would you guys rather have the Boba or the Vader Lego bust? Honestly, Vader and
Both.
Boba are both the better ones.
Do I have to choose?
Apparently we have to.
Boba, 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 Boba.
Good answer. Yeah, I
Boba.
would probably choose Boba. But to be fair, the Vader one looks really good. I think the only reason why I would definitely choose Boba over Vader is just because I feel like Vader. The only problem with that bust is that like the studded look on the helmet just doesn't match too well. I feel like if they would have made like smooth pieces on the outside, would have looked better. I feel like it just works for Boba. Yeah, it just works better.
I mean, if I had to make that choice, I guess that's what I would choose. A lot of people don't have the nostalgia that I do for the Mandalorians. When I saw that scene in Empire Strikes Back, I mean, so it came out in 81 or I forget what year exactly, but when I saw those bounty hunters in Empire Strikes Back, I hadn't seen anything like that on TV or in movies, or if you did, it looked really bad, with the rubberized costumes and those kind of things. And seeing that dude with a helmet was one of the coolest things I had ever saw. Then the robot standing next to him, even though it didn't move, those bounty hunters were instantly, I have to have all these action figures. I need everything related to these things. They were the coolest things. And I was so distraught as I would have been 8 or 9 years old when Return of the Jedi came out, and I was so looking forward to seeing Boba Fett. And when I saw him on screen, and then you see him flying around and doing all this stuff, and then him and Django just, what's up, man? They can fight all these people, but these two big fights, their jetpacks take a dump on them.
Yeah, that's kind of right. I mean,
so disappointed, but because it was like I just felt it was such a cool character, and then he just died unceremoniously, and it was like, oh man. But that didn't stop me from buying all the merchandise and wanting Boba Fett costume for Halloween. I wore anybody from those years remembers those plastic face mask things and them getting all nasty and sweaty and gross on the inside of there.
For sure. Yeah, I think like Empire Strikes Back is like, as a Boba fan, you just gotta love that movie. I mean, like when people like said like, "Oh, Mandalorian finally showed us that Boba can be badass," and I'm like, "Did you even watch Empire Strikes Back? Like that guy literally almost shot like Luke, and and if Vader would have stopped him, he would have killed Chewie.
I mean, when you look at it, Boba's the only one that does anything, that gets anything done.
Yeah.
In that fight. I mean, and they kind of make him look like a fool, but you see the other guys that Jabba's got around him, and it's like, and I'm one to totally admit that they can't really do, well, they didn't really do fight scenes and choreography with the swords back then that they could do when they did the prequels. So you kind of have to, well, that's how it looks, but we all know there was a lot more action. So, but yeah, so that kind of disappointed me. But yeah, the Mandalorian, and then getting more of it, because I know a lot of people aren't interested in the Mandalorian, and
which is kind of crazy, to be honest. I mean, for Boba fans at least, I mean, the entrance that Boba had once we saw him for the first time, when he had like his scavenger outfit, and then when he put on the armor again. I mean, come on. I mean, hey, what's up?
that's Timber. He's poking in. They keep coming and trying to drink my coffee, so I had to Had to move it. But so, I mean, that's my interest back then, and that's, I think, growing up with Star Wars and Star Trek even too makes me way more accepting of a lot that's going on now, because I look at it like it's got the Star Wars name on it. I'm interested. But being older, like the anime right now is the big question. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it going to do good for one media or the other? And growing up in the 80s, there was a lot of cartoons I saw on a regular basis that were anime. So it was kind of ingrained already, because there was, I mean, everybody knows Speed Racer. That's a super old one, but that was one of the first Japanese animes to be brought over to America. But when I was growing up, Robotech was super big, and that's anime kind of at its peak, especially back in the mid 80s. There's nothing else like. The only thing there was even close was Transformers, and the ships transformed just like Transformers, so it was super cool. Oops, my phone's getting ready to die, y'all. I gotta go grab a plug real quick. I'll be right back.
Gotcha. All right, so we are almost finished with bag 4. Yeah, we're probably not gonna finish this. This is already taking 2 hours. Yeah, so we're probably gonna wrap it up in like the next 15 minutes, I'd say. Or like when I finish this bag, we'll see how much time that takes. Okay, so here we go. One step on that. So right now we're doing the one wing still. All right, so here we go.
Wow, I just saved that. Can you hear me still?
Yep.
Okay, back up. Hey, you guys, get out of there. Okay, so I was talking about the anime. But so to me, it wasn't a style I needed to get used to. It wasn't different. Even Voltron. Everybody knows Voltron, although not everybody knows the original cartoon, but that was anime. That was basically kind of like Pokemon style anime. Not as nice and friendly and all that. It was a little more young adult oriented, but so to me it was just, I gobbled it up. I was like, ooh, I like this style. I'm a big fan of old martial arts and kung fu movies and things like that already. So to me it was just, let's see what they do. And again, growing up at the time when I did, there was a big drought of Star Wars. There just wasn't really much available. And in the 80s and 90s, you're a total nerd if you are into Star Wars that much. I mean, back then, you were the guy the ladies would ignore, Yeah. So it was a different time dealing with all that kind of stuff. But it was, so I like the idea now in this era. It's real easy to connect with Star Wars fans or Lego fans or whatever, whoever.
Yeah, literally whatever. It's really easy to connect with people that have the same interests, for sure.
And that does a lot right there, because I have one cousin and my brother are the only ones that I really, before internet, that was kind of it, as far as if you want to have a real decent Star Wars conversation, other than, oh, do you know this guy? Oh, is that guy with the thing and the blue and the green? And you're like, yeah, that guy, whatever. And at that point you're like, oh, I can barely talk to you about some of these things. But it was that same way that Trekkies were actually labeled the fans back then, where they didn't really have a Star Wars label that I remember, you were just a Star Wars fan. But I notice these days, I just notice people are a fan of Star Wars and a fan of their genres. Like,
Right.
if they don't like anime, or they don't like animation, or they don't like television series compared to the movies, everybody has there's enough Star Wars now that even if you're just a fan of a part of it, you have a pretty good knowledge now. But it's still, I think the fandom is just very opinionated. And to me, it's like, it's all Star Wars. Just soak it up. I'm just glad we're getting it. After Return of the Jedi, I mean, there was a couple TV movies over the next 10 years before we even heard of anything. There could be a possibility of Star Wars. So when we were getting those extended universe books and the comics, and it was all canon, and it was just like, that's what we had. You soak it up. That you want something new, that's what you get. That's where the information is. So I wish I was more into collecting Star Wars at the time, because like I was collecting other comic books, and I really wish I would have had some of those old Star Wars comics, just because what they brought to the table, kind of, it's like there's so much story there. And regardless of them being sought after, if you wanted Star Wars, you got good writers in the 90s. Dark Horse and Image in the 90s, even Marvel in the 90s had extremely good writing and artists. So a lot of those guys are kind of getting into the Hollywood industry. So we're kind of seeing the second generation of them. And Seth MacFarlane in his animation, that was Todd McFarlane's brother. So it was weird for me to see Seth MacFarlane come out, and knowing of Spawn in the comics from Todd McFarlane.
Right.
And it's like seeing how Todd McFarlane drew his comics, and then you see the Family Guy animation that Seth is doing. And it's just like, really? These guys are brothers?
Right.
So, but that was the decade of introducing new things. I'm still kind of surprised that Family Guy and all that stuff took off the way it did when it came out. It was kind of like, wow, they're going to have this on TV? Well, we'll see how this goes. But they did, South Park and all that stuff changed a lot. But Star Wars. So, but I pretty much enjoy all Star Wars stuff. I just can't hate it. It would be more, if I don't enjoy it, I don't watch it as much. But I've seen everything several times that I have seen. I just haven't. I think the only thing I haven't really invested really tried to invest in is Resistance yet.
Yeah.
But the animation's a little, I guess it's kind of old school now. They look like they slide too much
Huh.
to me.
Yeah, the
And,
animation
you
style is
know,
something that you would probably need to get used to. I haven't really looked into it yet either.
and again, that's just one of those things like, hey, it's Star Wars. Let me check it out. And you know, if I like it, I like it. If I, you know, with anything, if I like it, then I'll learn about it and I'll know it. Like Clone Wars, I've seen the Clone Wars series probably a dozen times, maybe.
Yep.
You know, when that was coming out, there was a big gap. I mean, you totally thought it was done. I remember watching it on TV, and then I got the whole season because that's when Disney bought it. And it's like, well, crap, I guess we're not going to know where this story goes because it was just season 1 through 5. That's all they
6.
had. Well, no, 6 came out when Netflix bought, or when Netflix started streaming Clone Wars series.
Mm-hmm.
This was years ago. There was season 6 made, but it never went on Cartoon Network or whatever network they were playing it on. So when Netflix started streaming it, there was then a 6th season, which they started selling in the stores. They labeled it the Lost Episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the season where the order or the chip in the first episode becomes apparent when Tup or whoever, I forget his name if that's right, when he executes one of the twin Jedi sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And that's season 6. So because I showed a lot of people that because we only thought there was 5 seasons. And then I went on and I was like, I'll just go in and see if they have anything extra. And I realized there was a whole season that I hadn't even ever saw. So I started watching them, and yep, it was a new season. But see, you guys, if you weren't watching it like at that time, there is no gap. You just get season 1 through 7, and 7 just came out last year. So there was even a big gap of 4 or 5 years between those. So
Yeah,
even that show, I had watched 1 through 5 several times before 6 had came out, and then it was like just watch 6 over and over and over. And so I just soaked up all that stuff. And Rebels, I only had the first 2 seasons for a while, and I didn't have TV at the time, so I know the first 2 seasons better than I know season 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
But I've watched all those several times over, and I really get into especially on the Clone Wars series, the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
I like seeing how they come up with their ideas or why they choose to make a character sound a certain way or whatever.
Right, and also like seeing like the voice actors go into character, that is also always very interesting.
Yeah, the voice actors, that has always been a kind of a love, I guess, of mine when it comes to movies and TV shows and stuff, because I really like it when before you would be surprised. You're like, wow, that guy really did a voice for a cartoon, and then things kind of started changing. Clone Wars, really, because it went on for so long. And those voice actors, kind of like what the Batman series did for Mark Hamill and Tom Kane, Right? No, not Tom Kane. Was it? I forget who did Batman.
I don't actually
Tom Kane's in Clone Wars, but the voice animator or actor that did Batman alongside Mark Hamill, in that series, they basically became partners, and that was a huge change. And then we had Robin Williams in Aladdin, and these huge stars are now in other things, you know, kid shows and things like that. So yeah, Clone Wars was really and it still kind of is a pinnacle of voice acting to me, because they all got so popular and so well known just off their voices, and they were really well known beforehand. You know, not for me in Star Wars, not knowing the movies, and you know, that's all you kind of knew at that point. I was just excited to have more series, more Star Wars.
Yeah.
So where am I now? I'm on. And I know I'm talking too much and I'm not building.
That's definitely something that happens rather quickly.
Yeah, like I was saying, I don't get a whole lot of opportunity. And it's like, the nerds, that would be nice. You talk to your wife. You're just like, hey, what's going? Let's talk Star Wars. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
My fiance just kind of deals with it. She listens to me and she kind of knows it. She watches the movies and enjoys them, but she doesn't know everybody's name and all the, oh, he does this ship. And I have to remind her sometimes, even with movies that she likes. And it's like, yes, you've seen that. And she's like, I have?
Yeah. It's definitely something that, like, you can, I don't know, like, for people that are not really into the universe, I understand that, like, yeah, it can probably get a bit much sometimes, because I think as, like, a hardcore fan, we sometimes forget, like, what does, like, the average fan know? Like, how much will you confuse them if you go into detail about certain stuff? But yeah.
Oh, let's try and get this so they can see it a little better. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Just that's why I was really trying to make this work today. I was like, oh, that would be cool. I need to do my Legos anyway, and then get to talk Star Wars with somebody. And now you're leaving. No.
No, but yeah, two Star Wars nerds are definitely like a dream couple. I mean, like, just being two Star Wars fans, it's definitely something very awesome.
Yeah, that was it reminds me, I don't know how many or who has seen the show The Big Bang Theory, but that joke with the girls in the comic book stores. Yeah, I remember that. Now it's pretty normal, but yeah, that was a thing. So what? You like that? What? Can I marry you now? So the newer generation is way more accepting of what they would call frivolous things. But because I mean, nowadays it's really common to find somebody with a collection, whether you're male or female or whatever. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's a thing now, you know, where before only nerds knew that much, only geeks, and you know, nobody hung out with those people. But you know, and it was weird for me because I was not really you know, there was definitely those cliques they had, nerds and jocks and the popular kids and things like that. But I never really, I knew people in all of them, but I never really fit in, because it was like once the jocks started talking too much sports, it was like, okay, I'm out. And once the smarter people started getting too technical, it was like, okay, I'll go.
Yeah.
So I was kind of in, a little bit out of almost all the little things. But but that classification is real. That some people, you know, will still look down on people just because they like Star Wars or whatever. And I always thought it was, wow, you like that too? That's so cool. I never would have, you know, how many times does that come up? Oh, never thought you liked Star Wars. You know, that's just kind of how it. And that's the ice you don't have to break anymore. It's like, I like Star Wars. Let's go online and see who else likes Star Wars. And there's, you know, tons of people available.
Bazillion other people there are like, yep, we like Star Wars too. Let's talk.
Just tilted a little bit. Okay. So yeah, but the Lego bust, I'd have to go Boba, because if I had to choose, because Boba is just a God, he was so cool, man. He was so cool. And Vader wasn't Vader. Vader wasn't Vader back then. He was, but he wasn't such the badass. It was more of a Vader in those movies was almost like the mob boss you'd see at the end of the table who never had to talk, but you did not want to mess with him. You know, everybody knew stories, but at that point in the series, we don't know really what he's capable of. We just know everybody's scared of him except Tarkin. So that meant Tarkin himself was, don't mess with that dude either. These were like the lieutenants, you know. So you get all that, but you never really saw a whole lot, and the sword fights just weren't as impressive. It was cool because you're thinking, wow, any over flourish of these swords and you could easily lose a limb.
Yeah.
But the choreography of how they brought up the prequels, that was amazing. Me and my cousins would, when we'd get together, it was just like, wow, I didn't even know Jedi could fight like that. You know, and
well, yeah, I mean, it was the first time that you saw a Jedi fight in their prime. I mean, to be fair, I think that like Return of the Jedi, like the final duel, is a pretty awesome duel already. I think like it's way more quick, and even Vader is pretty fast most of the time. But yeah, I mean, the prequels are just unmatched in lightsaber combat, in my opinion.
And those actors too, really wanting to do it and not really giving up on it. They're like, nope, we can get this, we can do it, we'll put the work in. And that was kind of a first too. You see people do a certain amount of stunts, but then when it comes to really technical things, you can only do so much. And then even when you put the stuntman in, it's like, oh, we'll just put a stuntman in, but it doesn't sell it still, you know. And they did it all, and they just, I mean, to me, they made stuntmen raise their level, because they're like, wait, these guys are not even worried about really getting hurt. They're just flying through this stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, and they were so insane. I mean, things like the Obi-Wan Maul fight. I mean, they had to slow down the footage because they were so fast that the camera wasn't correctly like picking up on it when they showed it in real-time speed. So, I mean, that alone is just so insane to me.
Oh, that's some Bruce Lee stuff.
Yeah, like slowing down.
That's like, yeah, because back when the films, you know, only so many what was it, frames per second they had, and Bruce Lee moved so fast that you would just see the guy fall.
Yeah.
And it didn't even look, he just, and he didn't even do nothing. So they had to slow him down.
Yeah. So
I could imagine, you know, and especially when they're adding the glow to the lightsabers, I could imagine that they I'll bet they earn their money.
Yeah.
I don't envy that job. That would have been, and as fans, would we not have gotten all over that fight scene? It's like, look, the blade's not even where it's supposed to be, you know?
Right. Like you just see like a wobble of light, and you're like, what is even happening?
Yeah. I mean, for what they gave us and how convincing they made it. And to me, that's kind of what Star Wars does. They try to push the envelope because they want to give you quality. Well, that's what Lucas you know,
I was
his
about to
production
say
team.
yeah.
That's what they did back then. And now with the computer graphics, people just kind of lean on it. So you can tell. And it'll we're at that experimental stage in movies. You know, they got to find the medium. Because I remember when like rubber suits became just good enough to use in movies. And but not all movie studios had good rubber suits or good prosthetics. And it was like, wow, this looks really bad. But they still made it, you know, but that's what made, even though the Star Wars characters and aliens looked the way they did, they still look good. Looked a lot better than some of the other ones. I mean, even Chewbacca, his mouth was moving very well for a costume. You know, even though it didn't do a whole lot. And what they did with Yoda at the time was, I mean, there's still companies that can't do it as good. You know, he was just a master puppeteer, and puppeteering is kind of going away, unfortunately. So the computer graphics will have to pick that up. We just they need to figure out what talents are still needed in movies, you know.
Yeah, I mean
it'll come back.
They are bringing it back with basically things like Baby Yoda, and I mean the Mandalorian is definitely a good example of them revolutionizing filmmaking. So I mean with the vault and like the virtual reality setup of like the set and the behind.
That volume.
Yeah.
Thing is so cool, man. That would be, and like those behind the scenes footage, even the actors are blown away with it. They're like, I don't have to pretend at all anymore. There's actually a sun there, or whatever I'm looking at is actually there.
Dude, I'm waiting for the behind the scenes for Kenobi when like Ian McGregor and Hayden are going to be like, dude, this is so much better than like
better than what we had before. And I've heard that
things anymore.
Yeah, and I've heard that too. Like they were trying to make it sound like Ewan McGregor didn't enjoy filming Star Wars. And it's not that he didn't enjoy filming Star Wars. I just think he got tired of being in a green screen most of the time. You know, it's like you get into acting to interact with stuff, and then it's like, oh, there's not even a wall there. I'm just talking to, you know. So I can understand that, but I don't. He did not like doing it.
Yeah, whenever he got interviewed, Ian McGregor is pretty vocal about that he really enjoyed his time filming the prequels and that he loved. I mean, to be honest, like, see, he would not in a bazillion years make an Obi-Wan show if he wouldn't have enjoyed his time as Obi-Wan during the prequels. So
I completely agree. And with more behind the scenes, because I think Wedge is Ewan McGregor's uncle in real life.
Like,
so he told him when the prequels, he's like, don't take Obi-Wan. He was just telling him not to take it because how much pressure and how much he knows the fans, how frantic they can be. And if something goes wrong, you may never get out of it, you know, kind of thing. So Ewan he wanted to do it because of what his uncle had gone through. You know, he looked at it as an enjoyable opportunity, and he still does, which is great. And I love that they were able to do a series and they didn't hate their experience after. That's nice too, because so many times an actor or actress or a director will just be like, nope, I'm not working with them ever again.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a drag, you know, so.
Right. And I mean, also, like, so when I watched the prequels, I was blown away. Like, I just loved them. They're still, like, my favorite Star Wars media out there. And when I found out, when I was like starting to get on the internet, that when I found out that there was massive hate for like Hayden and Ian or like the prequels in general, I was just like so confused because it didn't make sense to me. Like I was just like, why? Like it's so good. It's so amazing. And basically the arguments of like cheesy lines like sand and stuff. It's like what? Like it makes sense. Just think about it. I mean, he connects certain memories with sand. I mean, it's not stupid. Like, yeah, not good times. The like a certain part of the fandom hasn't been too kind to these awesome people, and I hope that now with like more, because I mean, see, like that's how it is with like people in general. Like people that are I don't want to say. I mean, people that are negative or like that are.
Oh, you can say overly critical is what I say. It's
Overly
like, oh, you're kind of
like,
going a little too far with it sometimes.
yeah, or like sometimes even like a bit short-minded. I think I can say.
Oh,
They're most of the times they're the loudest. Like the ones that are reasonable and that are enjoying it. That like they just enjoy it and they're not making it vocal. Because they like probably same as me, like they just think like it's not anyone else's business of what you or I think about what I'm enjoying. But I think that was just a problem back in the day. There was no internet, so the people that you saw on the streets or like that were vocalizing it on the media, that was like the law basically. Or like
yeah, it was a very prominent message. It was like, oh, you can see lots of people not liking it,
right.
but when you see people not liking it, the people that do like it aren't gonna make a big deal. They're not gonna go out of their way to say, hey, I like it, you need to be quiet. They
Exactly.
are
Like that's
usually
not
the ones that are like, I like it, and okay, I'll stay away from that.
and now with like media being open to everyone, I mean everyone can like go on, I don't know, like YouTube, Twitter, whatever, and like just say like, dude, I love this show or I love that movie, like that actor is awesome. And I think I hope that like Ian and Hayden are gonna get a lot of really positive feedback, and because they really deserve it.
They will from me.
Yes, they will from me too.
So yeah, I'm
I mean,
looking
even
forward to this very much.
yeah, and like the as I said earlier, like the show that I'm probably, just because Boba is probably my favorite character, just because of that, like I'm just so hyped. I can't even wait anymore for Book of Boba. I am just beyond thrilled to see that. Yeah, especially because
Yeah,
they
that's
said
gonna be
there are
good.
gonna be flashbacks of like the time of like Empire Strikes Back. It's just it's gonna be great. I'm 100% confident that it's gonna be great.
I think it'll be really good too. I mean, being a fan of that for so long, and now, I mean, in the '90s, like, so for 10 years, you know, knowing that Boba Fett dies in the Sarlacc pit, and then they release the EU,
Yes.
and you find out Boba Fett's story, and then it reignited Star Wars again for me. You know,
Yeah.
10 years later. And then now they're doing it again. It's like, oh, I might get to actually see it. That'll be awesome. So
Yeah.
I'm real excited for that. Honestly, I'm excited for whatever they do. I mean, I was excited for Visions. I was excited for season 7. I was excited for the behind the scenes footage.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love that stuff too, but if it involves Star Wars, I love to see how they pull things off. And I'll give a shout out to, I don't know how to say her name, Avila.
Avila. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got some dynamite videos,
Yes.
Star Wars inspired, and and that's just some fun stuff. See, that's not necessarily Star Wars, but she's doing some pretty cool stuff just in production. You know,
Yes.
that painting with the lightsabers thing was pretty damn cool.
Oh yeah. Right. So at this point, yeah. So everyone who's still watching, I'm pretty sure you are all subscribed to her. But if not, Avela Vandela, subscribe to her. She makes awesome content. Just support these awesome people.
She's really good on that production side, and it's like, oh, that is so awesome. And that's literally stuff a lot of people are into now. And that's something people could just, on a side note, as a hobby, just decompress. And I'm going to make some Star Wars noises. I thought it was fun. See, that was like taking Star Wars and inspiring almost like your life.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. I liked how that tied in. Now, what am I doing?
Yeah, I'm on the last bag, so I guess I am going to finish, or like the last 2 bags. So I guess we might finish.
I should finish mine. I'm getting pretty close here. It's not very big. It's probably a little bigger than my hand. Like if you lay your hand flat, and the ship itself will be a little bit bigger than that. But I wanted to do this one because they brought out so many. I'm glad I actually found it easily enough. They brought out so many versions of this one over the years. And it's like, oh, this one here is what I remember Lego being. Kind of blocky. And then they really started taking off. Like, it's Lego, but there's some Technic pieces in here. This is not like age range Lego stuff. It's like it's got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And Technic almost isn't even a thing anymore. I remember when it was very specifically different from Lego. And now it's kind of just part of Lego now. They're great construction pieces. Structure, as far as like building the interior of something. I never thought the figures looked great when they do some of the figures. The newer ones look awesome.
Right, so that is like the new one, which isn't actually as bigger, so it's also like kind of like a bit smaller than my hand. But
so much detail though.
Yeah, for sure. It's like smooth.
God,
on parts.
You banged it out. That's what I get for talking. Now I gotta try and speed this up. I am almost done though. I'm just getting down to the last.
I mean, on the shuttle, I got the wings, but we still need like all the outside of the main body and the cockpit.
Oh yeah, that was big. That was the one that you were actually building, right?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. So this is like pretty.
Now that's that slave one that you had. That was the one you built not too long ago.
Yes. So I
okay.
built that on the Warner substream.
I had to catch that in a repeat because I was not able to catch it all the first go through. But this is cool. And even to be honest, I haven't built Legos with somebody for probably 15 years. So this is actually kind of fun. A lot of kids that I have in my family, I have all these toys and I'm like, oh, they would love coming over here and building all this stuff. I got all kinds of stuff. They do not have the attention span, man. They get about 10 minutes into a game and they're like, okay, I'm done. I can't do this. I'm gonna do something else. And it's like we're not even halfway through a level.
For sure. Yeah.
So it's tough. It's tough to do things. I don't really plan events. It's like, okay, we have all this available and what do we want to do? But you can't. There's definitely not game night like it used to be. Like, let's sit down and play a game that might take a couple hours. Just a different, everybody's got the phone, so it's just, they make things that are only like 10 minutes long these days.
Right. Yeah.
And go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, yeah, that's definitely something that, it's sad to admit, but that's definitely something that primarily comes with my generation. Even though I'm not the best example, or like not the best example of my generation, I feel like I'm not really that much of an example of the generation because I do like. Obviously, I built Legos for. We're at 2 hours and 50
Yeah,
minutes.
you're still on this stream.
Yeah, right. I think
We're
my
still on here.
yeah. No, I definitely get the things that I have interest in, I do with a passion, and Legos is definitely one of them. And even with phones and stuff, like I usually like when I'm at like the classic example of like sitting at a table and eating stuff. Well, the phone just doesn't have a place there. It's just time to
And
talk
not
to your
and not everybody would agree. Some people can't.
right.
A lot of people don't understand. Like, I'll get a message or something, and I'm very adept in putting my phone down and leaving
Mm.
it, and kind of for a while. But as much as you get hooked on it, you're like, oh, I'll look this up. I'll look this up. When everything's in your hand, it's kind of hard not to. Like, what do you
Right.
want to read? What do you want to watch? Who do you want to talk to? What do you want to look up? It's all there. So where normally it's like, oh, I need to find something out. So you'd go to your encyclopedias, or you'd go, go to your information library. Or if you want to read a book, you go pull one off a shelf, or you go look through your movies. And now it's just like, it's just so easy. I'm surprised that our people haven't gotten bigger, to be honest. I was seeing that Wall-E future coming up.
Yeah.
Everybody just putters around in their little like lounge wheelchairs, kind of.
Yeah.
But it's quite a bit different. So I'm glad now we just have other things we're concentrating on, like you were saying with the people that were hating on the prequels. And to me, I don't get it because it's Star Wars to me. They'll say somebody wasn't acting that great. And I was like, what do you expect? It's Star Wars, man. Just you roll with it. you know?
No, if someone says that the acting and the prequels is bad, you're wrong.
it's you can make it be as good or as bad. And as fans, you look at those 30, 40-year-old movies, and yeah, Luke was a whiny kid. Did you know a kid during that time? Did you know a kid that wasn't that way? They all sounded like that, man. I mean, even Marty McFly in Back to the Future kind of had that.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait a minute,
Doc, why?
So to me, it wasn't, oh, he's immature. It's like, that's how kids act, man. I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah.
He has no concept of things other than his couple of friends and his uncle and aunt and his homestead.
Yep.
If that's all I had as a teenager, like a town with a couple dozen buildings, man, I'd be miserable. I would sound like that too. I would sound like that every day.
Yeah. Come on,
so I
man.
mean,
I gotta go to Tosha Station and get some power converters.
yeah. And it's like, how many people? But I wanted to go rent a game, Mom. Come on. And it was all, you'd hear it everywhere. Can I have that toy, Mom? Can I? It was everywhere. It was the normal teenager or preteen, kind of. You never let me do anything fun. So it wasn't, to me, it's not bad acting. It was just, oh, that's that character. And so even a lot today, it's like, oh, I can see what characters you're kind of going with. And because there's just been so much done in movies over the years. A lot of people consider, oh, you're ripping off this idea, or you're ripping off that idea. And it's like, it's not ripping off unless you're blatantly like trying to do an impression of the guy doing the character or girl or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
If it's and even an impression, when people are doing an impression, they're not saying people are ripping them off. It's like there's just so much out there. It just you do it in this style or that style. And acting used to have styles, and now we have styles based on actors.
Hmm.
Like what William Shatner happened with him. He has his own style because
Right.
he has no acting style. So there's
Yeah.
been a lot, and but then people would say something like, "Oh, they're just acting like he did." And it's like, well, it's a type of person, not some, you know, just
Right.
generalize it a little bit more. Don't get quite so close to that information, and maybe you won't hate it so much. I don't know. Yeah, the
Yeah.
prequels to me, I was a huge fan of the original trilogy. Prequels, outstanding. I mean, I was fortunate enough to see episode 1 on release,
Hmm.
opening night, I guess I should say, and I got to see it in 3D, and that's the way you need to see Star Wars, man. Just hands down, that was the coolest thing to see the crawl in the way, you know, you think George Lucas is wanting you to see it. And the ships look like they're in space and just all that stuff.
X-Wing
X-Wing.
just
Oh, hey,
popped in.
I got that for X-Wing. This is
Hey.
my tribute for X-Wing.
Awesome.
So it's on my table. I just hadn't put it on yet.
Anyway, what's up, brother? Glad you could join the stream.
Okay, so yeah, I enjoyed it all. You know, I still in some of those scenes, you know, I still get into it and get all tense, and that pod racing scene's still one of my favorite. You know, all to be honest, all the Star Wars chase scenes, they do them good. They know how to
Yeah.
do a good chase. I mean, that the Millennium Falcon in the asteroid belt, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
that's just still one of the coolest scenes that I'll watch that over and over. You know, just some of that stuff they did it right, and people try to emulate it ever since. Whether they do a good job or not, people are trying to do what they did.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Definitely. Like getting rid of like the TIE fighters, chasing them, and then hiding in the asteroid. I mean, it's so cool. And then in the prequels, like things like the chase in episode 2 with Obi-Wan and Anakin chasing Sam on Coruscant. I mean, that's just pure awesomeness. And I mean, same
That
for
scene was epic.
oh yes, Obi-Wan getting with Jango.
Yep.
And our first time hearing the seismic charge.
Oh my god, that noise still, and then I geeked out so hard when they pulled that in Mandalorian, and I got to hear that. I said, "Oh my god, what's it gonna look like?" And this is what I like about some of the new Star Wars stuff is when he drops the seismic charge, and you see Fennec and Cara Dune's reaction to the
Yeah.
explode. That's what I like, because that's kind of like, oh, that's me too. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
that
like
stuff is super fun.
yeah, Mando is just full of nostalgia, like especially Boba, like seismic charge and just it's just you notice that it's Tamara Morrison in that armor because the way he just his posture, like there's that one
Yeah.
scene where he just simply does like he has the hands kind of like in that like gunslinger look.
Oh, out. Yeah, he's in that ready position.
Yes, and it's just it's so Django. It's so Boba.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. No, he's
Hey, Darth Maximus,
he's
what's up?
one he's one of those. They've always said that true Star Wars characters have a silhouette, and that's what makes them so Star Wars. You just see him standing there, you see the outline, and Tamara Morrison gives that to each of his roles, even though they're
Yeah.
all similar, but he does that major different. He gives Boba some swag.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
that he's got that don't F with this dude, you know, like
Yeah.
Boba is that dude in the Western that everybody's at the saloon and you hear the clunk, clunk, clunk of the
Yeah.
doors swinging, and then everything goes quiet. You see the tumbleweed go by, and you hear the whistle that.
Yeah.
And everybody just stops.
That's exactly what I thought. Like that one scene where they go meet Bo-Katan when they enter the cantina. It's just Mando and Boba, and you just see the helmets on them like going through the room, and it's just like.
That's the scene. That's the scene when everybody in the bar would see. They're like, "Oh crap!" And then you'll see like a whole bunch of people will run out of the bar because they know what's about to happen. Like, I'm out of here. Yeah, that was great. That was great.
And
I think they do good cinematography there.
Yes, for sure. And also like the basically the trash talk of like Boba to it's like she hits him with such a big hit, like with like, oh, don't you mean your donor? Or like I have heard your voices 1,000 times, and he just like totally like right away answers with, mine might be the last one you hear, and it's just like, oh
yeah, that's some stuff right there. I like, and that I love that the Katie Sackhoff is still Bo-Katan because she's got that kind of you can't punk me swag.
Yeah.
Just her whole style is like, oh, you think I'm a girl? Well, we'll see what you think in 10 minutes. You know. So I just love that. And even her partner, I guess that girl's a wrestler. So it worked really good. You know, she was already kind of similar to The Rock. They're already in that line of work. So that trash talking almost comes so natural. And it's just so good because it seems like it's off the cuff. It's just like, oh, dang, snap.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, so that all is pretty cool. Oh, I am missing one piece. It's probably somewhere. Let me check real quick. I have a substitute for it if I don't have it.
Okay,
which would be fun.
Okay,
and
I
they don't
finish that one side, so that paneling. So, okay.
So you have the body done?
No, it's not quite done. So it's just the one side. This side is still open, but we got the wings already. And yeah.
Oh, that's a big one, man.
Yeah, that is definitely a big one. Okay, hold on. So this is okay, so this is supposed to go up. This is even more up.
Okay. You go there. And oh. Here's we were just talking about him. Here's my.
Oh yeah, I have that one actually, yeah.
I guess the first series. Yeah, he doesn't have. See, okay, everybody. 101. No dent.
Nice.
No dent. Okay, the dent is new. I like the idea, but
yeah.
No dent. This is pre-Cad Bane era. Pre-Cad Bane conception. Oh, I'd rather do this. I think this looks cooler. Although it's not going to match very well, but I don't care right now. They should have these. I don't know why they made gray ones. Anyway, so what I was missing, and it's probably just in another bag, was the little. I was missing
okay.
one
Yeah.
of these, so I just put this one in. And this is actually the bottom of Boba's ship there.
Nice.
So this looks done. Oh, and so we'll take Boba, boop, in his pilot position, and we're gonna slip Boba in there. Boop. Oh, that's how you do it. Little Boba. And he doesn't fit in there very good with his jetpack, man. Oh, I'll just stand him in there then. Yeah, maybe he doesn't sit. Nope, he stands. Okay. Oops. Ha ha. I built it wrong. Just a little. Okay, go back. What'd I do?
Yeah. Kind of asking that myself right now. I did something different.
They're not going together either.
I mean, it's basically it. I'm going to figure out what I.
There is do or do not. There is no basically.
There is no basically. Indeed. That's for sure.
Okay.
No, I think it's right. Oh, okay, gotcha. You just have to press it all the way. Okay. That was just weird because it gives you like a little bit of resistance, and so I wasn't sure if it was fitting exactly. All right. But it's an A-wing. All right. I was about to say, yeah. Hold on. If you want to pop in right now, hold on. Hold on. Okay, my screen is going to go black for a second. You entertain, please.
Ooh. Hello. Who's here now? Oh, Matt Cave and X-Wing and Darth and Average and
All right. Yep.
Nerds.
Right, we're back.
I'm still stuck.
I'll think about doing a Lego build challenge someday.
Oh, that's what I did.
Oh, you're still stuck? Oh, okay.
Lego, what do y'all think?
We all get some set and see who completed the fastest live on stream. Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, I won't
Like a
win.
lot of fun.
I won't win. I talk too much.
Yeah, I mean, we should probably like get a similar size set probably.
We'd all have to get something newer.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Or get sets that are similar in count and see, you know, like, because obviously some are going to be harder to build. Okay, hey,
but
I
yeah,
am
sure.
done.
So
That's
just
my
for
first one.
scheduling, I will be gone for a month in from Monday on. So, but Matt Cave, I'm sure down to do that at some point. Definitely, that sounds like a lot of fun.
This looks like you made a Roblox version.
Yeah. But it's the OG.
It's very blocky, but you have, that's how the little cockpit opens. You get your little Boba,
Yeah.
and then you got the little. It'll come out. Supposed to slide out. Everything works right on the live stream, right?
Yeah. We'll do it live.
Oh, I remember. I forgot. I was going to say something earlier. You guys mentioned something about using your teeth to pull the Legos apart.
Yeah.
Man, that's all you could do back in the day. You get a butter knife.
Yeah. No.
They didn't have those little tools and the little mallets.
Yeah.
So this is what I was trying to pull out.
We've all been there. Like sometimes you just gotta use it. Yeah. But
Get in
then
there,
if
you maggot.
careful enough, your bricks would be like if like
Beep, beep,
had
beep, beep, beep,
marks.
beep, 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 beep.
Nah,
Sorry,
but
I was
that
doing
is
my sound effects. So that's an old school with the little thrusters. It's kind of cool though, because the fact that the wings moved like that, that was something cool for
yeah.
stuff back then.
Right. So yeah. Right.
But yeah, there's not a whole lot of room in there for passengers.
Yeah. It's Han Solo and only Han Solo.
Yep, that's it. So here maybe I can do this a little more scenically. Oops, that's not supposed to come out. So I got that one finished. And anybody who was here earlier got to see all the other stuff that I'll eventually be doing. Yeah, got lots of stuff there and lots of other stuff. And for future, I will also be doing, because I'll be doing probably video when I do all my Legos.
Yeah.
But also I have some from the first movie series, Transformers and stuff that I need to unbox.
Sweet.
Thought I would have one here. Is that, oh, right. Because I have these. That is Star Wars Transformers.
Damn, nice.
This is the Millennium Falcon. This actually turns into Chewbacca and Han Solo.
Nice.
So if you guys see future stuff, once I get the room a little more completed, I can start pulling this stuff out. But there will be lots of Star Wars, mostly Star Wars.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun. And let's see, I was doing this.
You heard it here first, folks.
And where is that? But yeah, we'll see. Mostly it's just trying to get the room finished. And you can't turn Boba's head though.
Yeah, no, because the jetpack is attached.
Yep.
I do like.
Come on, Lego.
Yeah, but I do like the OG look. For sure.
So there, I did a little scene here. If I can, let me see if I can get down here enough. Yay! Get in there, you trash. No. So there's Boba.
Yeah, I mean, if someone sends that to a certain group of knights, they might do that. Yes.
So, but there's my. I actually did finish. I wasn't sure how long it would take, so that's cool.
Yeah,
And a lot of.
Bit. I mean, at this point, I'm probably gonna just finish it, but I'm still a bit away from completion.
Or we can wait, whichever. This has been a long time.
Yeah,
It doesn't feel like it's been 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm probably not even going to finish it. I'm probably gonna finish this step.
Maybe we'll build this one soon. Boop. See that? Don't see those much. But I thought some of the people would get a kick out of this guy. You don't.
Yeah.
They don't make them like this anymore. You know, I mean.
For sure. No, I mean it's the first Slave 1 we ever got, and it I mean sure, like to our standards it doesn't look great in that sense, but different time.
Yeah, your parents could hold this and it wouldn't break so bad.
Yeah. True.
Or Aiden. That dude can't handle Legos either.
No, he literally had a pile of bricks after he finished showing us his Legos.
So, yep. First completed build. Yay. All done.
Awesome.
Ta-da. One down. God, I don't know. Like 30 to go.
Yeah. All right.
So let's see here. What do y'all think about doing? Lego challenge. Darth Maximus looks so cool. Yeah, that thing's pretty. Even though it's super blocky, I think this is some classic Lego.
Yeah.
Look. I mean, this is the only thing I didn't get. When they give you the little gun, they actually gave you gray ones, and I don't know why they didn't give you little shooty ones.
Yeah, actually, I think I'm just gonna finish it because it's not that much more. It's basically just the back and the front.
You can do it!
You can do it! Do it the Toldarian way!
Watch the nerds. Watch the nerds playing their Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yep, I've been. I'll tell you, those dumb Lego games so frustrating for me, having played them since the beginning. Because first we get the original trilogy, its own game, and then you get the prequel trilogy, its own game. And then you get them both put together, another game. And now they're releasing it again. This new one looks pretty cool, though. It looks like they're really. Doesn't look like it's going to be the same levels at all. Even the old stuff looks like it's going to be way different.
Yeah,
that trailer.
Levels that we never had in the game before. Like for instance, like what we talked about earlier, like Django chasing Obi-Wan. That's a level.
And that underwater scene too, when you're in the submarine, the bongo.
There's always the bigger
bongo. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty good, and it doesn't seem like it's going much farther than the other games have, like that the level picking system, it just looked like it's going to be a lot cleaner. It's going to be a lot easier to get around from level to level, where before it just was like a lobby. So it looks like the lobby will actually be more of a play area also.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It should be interesting. I'll have to get the Xbox One version. I don't have a new system, so we'll have to see how that goes, because they're saying that the load times might be pretty long, and that was something I hated about disc games when they started doing discs. I like the old cartridges because they had no load times. You just popped it in, started up, switched from screen to screen, didn't have just blink, and loading times. I can't say if they've gotten faster or not, honestly, because the games just get so big, the loading times just take longer, even though they go faster. But it looks like it'll be cool.
Right. Actually, the picture, I mean, I got most of the images. The only thing that I'm waiting on now is for the other members to send their pictures. Like, except you, none have really come back to me, so I will have to come back to these guys, and, yeah, I'm working on it. I hope they send me their pictures, otherwise it's gonna be the lone badge more than the sad badge. Hey, Alan, what's up? Oh, I caught both bonus games at the end. They were quite brave. Right. I had Star Wars Demolitions on the Dreamcast. Oh, you mean, right. Yeah. Yeah, 2 Star Wars Nerd stream on that Demolition game was definitely fun. That was an experience. I've never seen that game before, but like the graphics look pretty damn awesome for a PlayStation 1 game.
PlayStation 1, jeez. I was still Nintendo.
2 of us.
I was still a Nintendo person. PlayStation 2 was my first non-Nintendo. We had the NES, the Super Nintendo, the Game Boy, the Color Game Boy Advance, and the N64 and the GameCube. But then I got a PlayStation 2 because I was kind of tired of buying the same 8 games for every system. They got better and better, but after playing Mario games for like 15 years at that point, I was like, okay, let's go to something else. So, but I love the N64. They had a ton of Star Wars games that were really good on there. PlayStation had a few, and then I went to Xbox for a few franchise games. And now I'm gonna have to get a PlayStation. Stupid. Gotta go back and forth. Well, if I want to play that new game, I guess.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's either PlayStation or PC. Yeah.
But PlayStation did have several games that I wanted to play over the years, so they were still doing good. Okay, here we go. I had this little set. I had that one. Thought I'd pull it out, but it's pretty much built already, so I'm just fixing the people. These are some ugly looking destroyer droids. I know they look way different now.
Matt Cave, like, my game console experience started in 1983. X-Wing. I wasn't even a silly yet, Matt Cave.
I had Atari 2600 and ColecoVision when I was a little kid. I had Pong before that. They used to make these tabletop video games with really crappy stop motion graphics. And I used to have Pac-Man and Q*bert and Donkey Kong and a bunch of those games. I probably had about 10 of those little tabletop arcade games. But this is when they actually still had arcades. Like you could walk into a room and it was all video games. So that was pretty cool. That was the babysitter before VCRs. Just go to the arcade. Leave me and Dad alone. Okay, let's see. How's this go on here? So although it looks like he's in a little vehicle, this, I guess, is supposed to be like a little, doesn't really say anything. It looks like a little, what were those, command posts in the Clone Wars?
Which
that
one?
They set up? Here, let me pop this together and I'll show you real quick. Where does it go? Oh, where does it go? Oh, really? No, that can't be right.
Yeah.
Why might I be missing something here? Let me see. Doesn't seem to want to lock together. So let's see if I'm missing something. That goes there. Okay. Oh, I get it. Okay, I got it now. So, this is... Oh, and they do have faces. What is he holding? He's got a spike. I don't know why we got a spike. I have a couple little clones with... One guy's got little binoculars. They don't really work too good, though. Can't really hold him to his face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And this one actually has a face under there, which is cool. Some of my clones didn't have faces.
Yeah, the original, like, 2003 and 2005 clones, they had the black heads, yeah.
They look the same. That's weird.
Yeah, that's like the angle.
Okay. Oop. I can't put the green helmet on the white trooper. That's just anarchy. Okay. Yeah. So let's try this. Boop. God, that just does not work. I might be able to make it work. Let's see. Nope. Oh well. We'll make it look like you just used them.
We've captured a command post.
Oh, I guess that could be what I'm doing here. Give me a sec. So, got some really old school little battle droids. Oops.
Droidicas, yeah, nice.
Yep. Oh yeah, droidica, not battle droids.
I mean, they are battle droids, so, I mean...
And then we will do this. Let's see what I can get here. So we have the little command post.
Yeah, sweet.
But they made it look like a little ship, kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
There we go. And then I've got the two little guys. Where's my camera? There it is. I'll figure this thing out. There we go. Got that guy, and then I got my little...
Yeah, we're still going. We're almost finished.
I can't do it. a lot harder to do.
Yeah.
There we go.
Commander,
My little set.
we need reinforcements.
Yep, that's a perfect set for that. And this was kind of, these sets were really kind of the introduction to those the little mini
Fighters.
sets. Yeah,
Yeah.
now they look like this, but these are the ones that I had, and you can see that they are really small.
Yeah, those are like miniature.
So I have that, and I have a few of these little tiny sets. So I'll put all those together at some point also. But this was cool. So you got to be making some good progress there.
Yeah, I'm
You got to be
almost
pretty close. So what does that come with?
Well,
What figures? Does it come with Krenix, or does it just come with some
yes.
pilots? Or
Hold on, I got figures right here. So yes, it obviously comes with Krennic. So, wait.
oh, yep. Oh, look at that hair.
That light's just not. Yeah, that's better. All right, so here you go. That's Krennic.
Oh, the little pilots. Yeah, their detail on the printing is just so much better. Oh, no backpack. Oh, you got one of those droids. But that,
Yep.
it actually came like that? You didn't have to
Yep.
build that one?
Oh,
Okay.
well, no, it comes with the droid arms, and so that is one piece.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, the legs and the arms you do have to attach, but right, and then there's also two more figures. So the other one is this guy, just a rebel alien, and then Bodhi, so obviously from Rogue One. Loud. Yeah, that's the guy that always like screams. Actually, funny thing. The back face is actually how he screams. Hold on. That is like one of the most funny faces.
Oh, that's that little guy that yells, yeah.
Yeah. Screams
Okay,
while
I do.
like firing out of the U-wing.
Yep. And I do have, this kind of fell out of my box, so we've got a little bit of time, so I'll build one of these real quick. This is a very, very different Lego. Although, yeah, they're still Legos. But I have these. I was also a big dinosaur kid.
Yeah.
So
Same.
I got several of these sets, and you can actually, like, each set, you were able to make 4 different dinosaurs with each set. But these were not very Lego-y pieces. Like, here was the body.
Yeah.
And then the tail. Like, they just made pieces to go together, because these don't hook together like Lego pieces. But I thought these were cool for, like, being able to have kids play. Like, here's the legs. They actually just click on. Because they were like, they're detailed Legos without being those stupid Duplo, mega gigantic Duplo blocks.
Yeah.
So I liked that. And the fact that you could kind of move them and play with them was cool too.
Right.
But this one, let me pop this together. Because this would be stuff, granted these are old, but this is totally stuff like you could do with little ones. None of the pieces are too incredibly small, but it's a little bit different. So that's what, let me finish. So here's what these were. This is just a little Lego dinosaur set that they did way back. And this is just one of the ones. This is a Tyrannosaur.
Oh,
And
nice.
they got all the coloring on there. You know, Jurassic Park had come out, so dinosaurs weren't just one color anymore.
Yeah. Hold on, actually, I might be able to.
Yep, Spinosaurus. I'll do a better Spinosaurus.
I do have that one, so that's like the newer T-Rex.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Right.
Yeah,
so
that's like the same kind of stuff. It's all together.
right. So you can take off the head as one piece, but they do have the normal Lego connection. So
Oh yeah, it is. Okay. That was
Right.
definitely some new socket they came up with. That was a new thing for me for sure.
Well,
How do I put this together again? I forget. Oh, here we go. And then like I just made a Spinosaurus. So this is the same set, just with the different pieces. So it's kind of cool. Or you can take this stuff off and have or you can have a long neck.
yeah.
So they were pretty cool little sets. Being a dinosaur fan, I thought they were pretty fun.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's see. Space Monkey. So yeah, didn't I see something? Aren't they gonna release 4 packs of Lego figures? I wanted to say I saw something like that, like Stormtrooper packs and clone packs and stuff.
Yes, there was a rumor. So okay, so the Snowtrooper pack is confirmed. So it's going to be a pack of 3 Snowtroopers and 1 Scout Trooper. And it's going to retail for like $20, so it's $5 more expensive than the original battle packs that were like $15, and before that $10.
Yeah, Disney bought it, and everything went up a little bit.
Yeah, right. So yeah, it's I'm definitely looking forward. I mean, it's a Snowtrooper and Scout Trooper pack. How can you not really like it? So, but yeah, it's definitely.
Oh, I do have a Snowtrooper.
It's definitely a bit weird that it's like that much more expensive than the original battle pack.
This is cool. I didn't realize that I actually had one of these. So give me a quick second. This will be funny. Oh, come on. There we go. I built mine before you.
I actually just finished. Alright, so are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the beauty?
Yeah.
Alright. So
Give
that
it to
is
me.
Cranny Shuttle. It's quite the beast. Like it's like you can see like it's pretty much as long as my arm, a bit shorter.
That's like, it looks like not quite, what, like 18 inches maybe?
Yeah. And
Now it's like 2 feet tall.
yeah, right. It's
It's like your whole, yeah, it's like your arm length each wing.
It's like, hold
Wow, that's crazy.
on. Can we even get it? Hold on. Maybe from this side. It's like
How big of rooms do these people think we have? Jeez.
look at that. Maybe like this side.
Wow.
It's like if I take it on my shoulder, it's like
Yeah, but that's like almost 3 feet. That's crazy.
that's
And that's not even that big of a ship. That's funny. Wow.
right, and like
That's a hefty piece of machinery, man.
yeah. I mean, hold on. Maybe I can get something. So the slave one next to it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's funny. You got them right next to each other, but it looks like one of them's just super close to the TV
Yeah, I know.
because of how
It's like,
because of how much bigger that was. That's
but,
insane.
Yeah, that thing is one hell of a beast. Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
I did have that's my only Krennic. That's all I got for that. So, but
Yeah.
hey, it doesn't even fold all the way up. I forgot I had that. I did get one of those little holiday advent calendars. So I got a few things. But it's Christmas. Christmassy, so like I got a little Millennium Falcon.
Right.
Little tiny one.
Nice.
And that was really, you get a lot of minifigures in those advent calendars. Because I ended up getting about 6 or 7. Which, for what you pay for those calendars and how much they charge you for minifigures, is kind of ridiculous. Oh, yeah, I got a mini ghost.
Oh, nice. The ghost, yeah.
It's too small to have the little shuttle on top, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was weird. It was, it's some First Order, or not First Order, some Episode 7. Like I have Poe and some First Order troopers, but then I have, like, Sabine was in it, which was kind of, it was strange to see that mixture. A little mini Y-Wing.
Nice.
These are little tiny ones. I thought the ones I had otherwise were small, but these are even smaller. So that was fun. But that was fun. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do this again.
No, that was Krenix. So here again, that is Krenix Shuttle. Actually, I got the Marauder. I got it behind me. Okay.
What are you pulling out? Oh, yeah. I wanted that so bad.
Yeah, so side by side, the wingspan obviously a bit more on that, but
dang, yeah. Yeah, I'll bet those are probably really close to scale, like what they would have been.
Yeah, I think the Krenix shuttle is probably pretty dead on.
That Bad Batch shuttle, I wanted that. You know, when I first saw that different type of shuttle, I was like, finally, they made that Imperial shuttle look menacing. Because I always thought the Imperial shuttle just looked like a transport. I was always surprised that that's how they would move their dignitaries to the planets and stuff. It's like, really? That doesn't seem very secure. Just this little tiny ship.
Yeah. I prefer Krenix. I mean, yeah, I mean, looking at this right now, I mean, Cranny Shuttle is just like a juggernaut of a shuttle. I mean, that dude, like, Krennic is just the dude, like, he had style with his ride, and then he had, like, the coolest looking Stormtrooper guard, the Death Troopers. I mean, that guy just had
Well,
it.
the guy wore a Lando Calrissian cape, so.
But yeah, we've been going for like almost 4 hours now, so we are going to end the stream at this point. Dude, it has been awesome. I'm very glad that you were able to join. Same for
Yeah,
Aiden.
it was super fun.
But yeah, awesome. Really happy with how this turned out. I actually finished this. I didn't think I was gonna. But,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a heavy build, man.
Yeah. Thanks to everyone who was watching, and like I know somewhere like here from the beginning. So, dude, you guys are awesome. That's right. Krennic was compensating for something.
It's so shiny.
Possibly.
Oh, you could just see when that thing rolls off the line. He's like, "Oh, it's beautiful."
It's beautiful. Yeah.
It's like, you're gonna give that to me? That was the beginning of his downfall.
And then,
they started feeding him.
Yeah, and speaking to Vader, so you will talk to the Emperor, and he's like, "Nah, I don't think I will."
That's almost like the "you talking to me" line.
Yeah.
you want me to say what to who?
Yeah. 100%. Well,
Oh, this was super cool. Yep. I'll be a little more planned. That's why I knew, depending on how early you wanted to do it, I was like, well, this could be like the night before for me.
yeah, I know. Kind of messed up on the planning there a bit, but yeah, we're
worked
not
out for me.
Professional on you guys, so.
No, it was totally cool. We'll get wristband in.
Yes.
At some point, so we'll be able to do the more community builds.
100%. And if Mad Cave is ever going to start that building challenge, I'm sure we will be down for that too. All right, so.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Have a good. Well, it's not a night for you guys; it's a night for me. But
have a good rest of the day.
And yeah, thanks for watching.